This is sports.
All right, Mama Kwaba, the Fakye TV, Mreno, now, so see a transina. Your Bob, dear, good, Monseba, Baby Rametimi, the Macedono, the Jama, Cosi, Nonum, Amanon, Common of Edikiaba, after no, your Beji Penanam, Pace, Muna Trasso, Yura, Yadan, and Wababa, Ramufina, Fiseno, Atraso, Kama, Peria, Medine, what journey are why you share, Medino, ABOU, DIABY, Luta Carrier, call Amanone. Latest update in Real Madrid Asuyabano, HSA Rodrigo Guez, Hakeda champion for Zebeo Musina Namuno, and Shaseri teams Aldona and Casa. Ober's will beat me in your move of free Madrid. Hebebuaman dead yet. Amani, Madrid they permit for that. Nina said Denny Ceballos, Akakituabi, now or joining Olympic Marseille. Now Munkomono, Lutari updates no air, Pierre Henkapi, report nature's also joining Arsenal. Do hear Mikel Arteta. Mzadi Chiadi so gusua the pressure no mano Krobia Kumase Asante Kotoko. Our latest update mano Yebeni Roman Komodidi Aurona Etnia to us all the Amenti Afraid one joining live on Fakye TV or here with TV so Anyamin Show on Facebook Fakye TV on Satoswa Wafule wa like wa share wa commented about Anema de Yepa Etni Ediamao YouTube Fakye TV Unya also no be subscribe na bibi ade di peda menane koma ye de bana kono a edintino wadwen chere beji weekend Manchester call so no na oye happy the result team enyaye Barcelona Renee Real Madrid Renee Atletico Madrid Diego Pablo Simeone esanko ekokodroye Arsenal Renee Chelsea enya win ebetimi aba Germany Bayern Munich Renee Leverkusen ankoye Dortmund and also no entimi ankoye elinso esimlane lusuye ara scoreline Brian are happy 0207543637 0207543637 Lutari Abakwa Marone Habib Mohamed wa sexy man show Ricardo Vaz and so ewo Fidioma na Ebenasi executive producer Gebete Bonichudo Mayu Kofi Philip MC Mali Julio Caesar and our face on Edible Omunyina Kambu Moboa na adwuma de remedama Emmanuel Labi ene jaka manager oboa etwa na wenye bia hwe na ne makoye pa etimi ede ma no momaka no enso techi omobwa na ntoto no adaye peramant ya na ya den o quick ye kwede bape ye bomodin na de akibia etimi ato asori ama ye basisia
This is sports.
Quiet of the morning, driving down a coastal road in Portugal. Fate came like a thief in the night. A car crash that took away not just a player, but a husband, a father, a brother, his younger brother gone with him.
Hearts on hold. 28 summers, love untold. From Porter streets to Anfield Soul, the midnight shadows stole you whole. You were lightning on the touchline, fire in every stride. A father of 3 with a bride by your side. Just days after I do, the world felt your pride. Then Zamra's darkness took you both in one cruel ride. From Passos de Ferreira to Liverpool nights, you carry dreams and cleats and floodlights, a nation's pride, a husband's vow. We never thought we'd say goodbye, not here, not now. We lay our hearts at Anfield gates, flags at half-mast sorrow waits. In fire and flame, echoes remain, brothers taking love and pain. Oh, Diego, we whisper your name. Night sky remembers your flame.
3637 na Jincheraba. Your Facebook page or for Bena, Yakin Kate Biera Maluta Ba. So de aso bobobo aso kono 4 aso wa metene so anama soy ase wo ba be gina TV so a no ka ne ma se me but echi no o check me chi ni pibia ken me bia boko de
nyame adom saboko de
me ho ye pa eno aso me da ase o why eno me da ase pa nyame hia o se utu ana mo bia hu se obi ya so o de wase me pasa be si o fie de me da ase pa nyame hia o na me pa cho Madam Grace o ye Madam Grace o ye
se ma worry no ma ye me yire ho adi wo betimi edo ano aka se o wife no
Dabi binti
oba ye no adi be ma betimi aka se ne wife no
Dabi
nice one amante man hene nana owusu achan ese me nka nkire wo se nana apobonsie bonsu amante man hene nana apobonsie o se de ya wo ye no enti wo frɛ me ene me yire kofie ene wo se ono ankasa ne ba wo school mo Florida wasi me ba pokua asiwa
man on we do
ena second one nana mpofo a ono so ena pa ko wi ama
bro
despite friend
bro
despite friend me say that's bu say wi ama se for say no no pom humi ano ma hume me ne nana mpofo despite amana busu pa ni fi dominance e dia ga to me papa nim say
o de twa so
me nana ba ko o person ware me ba no
ena me se matika
so say me man nyina no akaketoa no oni 1 year no ono so kura no de akeka ko ne de ba bia ni nua mpanyimfo ne ko no
but twa so
nti say o kan nyam na me tu da bia
odi ma de ba
odi ma fo so say so manya dua bia na mu amo a na nye ajafo dua
okay komante for
oh yes
omo na kaza
ma sim fu kwamante man kasim fo kwamante fo mon sori o ajafo be gu yanim ase
na te pass na edua be na etwi na aja na komante de ze
dabi
ati se we ni we
dabi
me no de bia me hwe me de motivate me ho yo wo na ya ba be story ze na no e be echi eze de no wa na be di ho djuma chire niam bi o ze de ma me na ye de
o nti
ken me se mama fe o be pa ma cho se me fa me
o o penye skese that's why
ka me se
abu dia me ka bi obi hu abusuam e bi sawo said o kan obi hu abusuam a
hey Luther
because penye skese that's why
oh Luther me se
o penye skese amante hene
o de twa so ne yanko ye
twa so mancha director wato
hey na director wato
hot wato lottery
hey director no
and o ka se ya ye mechia no but ye ko ye na onyamae na ye nya signal na sa fe ni wodro adwuma
oh okay
but enura ofrem ne virus was see enu de si me no ene fa chef wan kase si yesi
okay
ene se director day was see ni nua ba ni chotomcho ni nua pa mo jaba ko e be ya ifro
okay
when ya bema papa bi ma ne be ware ni nua nurse ni no into obesere se eduru ayem fast boa a champion
da be ze nye we ana we ya
that be patch nye we ya Gilbert idie
abiolipo
de me buy asema me kan no watie me se wani eye Dorcas boa a champion
boa a champion
ana oba be ware eye Pius Asare ti Pius e be ware Dorcas Dorcas ne nurse no be koso man ponten
ye be ko
ti hot wato lottery
director dey also a kobi
o was so free special table
or a heavy man too much director there also a ko is there kwaku wa asene abi badane canopy there bibi out za from
and also wadane there
pebi ware ne ade
was wadane there
se me dem mentan ko me no news there ye we no to say
oh yeah obe kansia na no ready see
Eza manone de.
Minjetu.
Amanone de. E kwa amana. Why?
Aprukus.
No, ese lo se bi free agent to be ship. Ese lo ye free agent ti be ye de bi hwe bara so ntiase. Wo kwa kuva aso ntiase. Ese bi free agent ti me hwe.
But who here kwanche?
E dey the baby girls no so bi
ayo. Who here kwanche?
A me ja kwanche no.
Brother ye nye no mama. Amanone ye de Kani chuku emeka wawie ni medical.
Ken, fameko yenko.
Na Ballon d'Or, the latest according to the bookmakers. My young fans shall say more. Abra be breaking it down. Not you're touching it down. Not you're knocking it down. Nenya Taja mu yon power amon insemo. And some pinia one better. Ye be send mu adama. Na me patro mami emfama so na ye benya te palonto winner. Na currently according to the bookmakers, so for pure chances are war and woman more the opportunity say be winning Ballon d'Or say any city almost one Dembele and your mosquito boy almost 80% chance say be winning Ballon d'Or according to bookmakers and watch Lamine Yamal the star boy, 25%. Nessa Dembele at team, 80%. Rafinha, 5%. Kvaratskhelia, 4.76%. And a Kopama, 2.9%. Nessa also Roma, Nessa the Adene Konobasa, Anon Aya Dame, Amanoman so Anya Jago, not me patron papi. Just 1.9%. And Timbape chance so pay ni Ballon d'Or. Me patro kakrabi wo form. Na mami mo Dortmund. Na me nya juma emfama ma bra. Kani chuku emeka anopai abroad touch it down. Our Dortmund no anwumre. Me the video the brow na later seba and say chuku emeka from Chelsea. We win medical. We pass we sign new contract am Dortmund. Ekosi 2030. Our latest player. We join Dortmund me bia kama. Na mo Dortmund no ma minya ntuma we mfama mo ni nyina no se ensam ne ba boy na ye friend Jude Bellingham ni nua kuma any Job Bellingham na omo papa bu ofu papa adaya Dortmund Bundesliga game against St. Pauli quite 3-3 na ne ba ne friend Job Bellingham omo ejini frimo abra game no koso na eno na report amete ese Jude Bellingham ne papa e friend Mark Bellingham Job Bellingham ne papa the Mark Bellingham na ne papa say an advisor na yes papa ese so Roma Dortmund omo ban me patcho Bellingham any parents omo ban from Dortmund dressing room and say Mr. Mark Bellingham Job Bellingham ne papa any parents omo ntimi Roma Dortmund dressing room no papa no pekwan akwa room na ofa tanil mo anko yes ya man nko na report am say we arrange meeting with Dortmund manager Niko Kovac so best no pan bra na yenye meeting a team performance nye na me ba no masa wanya hwe gentle yi me ba ne di free mom na ura fise ni bra pan ni Jude Bellingham where you Job Bellingham entini kwan so yi akoda ni free team performance na nye ama Job Bellingham papa ni buofu papa ama sofa or meeting with Dortmund me patron manager na Dortmund point for say there be Job Bellingham ni parents or my ban from dressing room or pan no ban about Jumadman now new opportunity so papa can wagene una petrol coach selection and what's a wager a banana papa ne stadium or trouble blast my camera and depa na maminya juma we mama urama boy we or boy Leverkusen and Piana Roma so interest on pair Arsenal Fakye actually ama boy na can yes e dey Andra better so papa dem Arsenal Genti Arsenal de pa SMS boy na ye friend Jacob Kivio ono Beko Porto the offer bar more than 20 million euros and watch Alexander Zinchenko ono so Beko Entiabasadia and was Arsenal dibiba and na Arsenal sense ya omo person the boy ne pa Paso ayekama enu edeba mi chechamo na ma breaking it down eso adama mo dwumade no so na mame emfama eso Bubakar Kamara boy no so far about 2 to 3 weeks hamstring or pertinent time we bra na report amete ese abra Aston Villa omuko premo hamstring and wanya 2 to 3 weeks or pertinent time and san or papa wababa na so baba just after international break and power by then na game a team papa our way against Everton and we bet me up no abobia me bra come na visa so far nyame power china urama team Brentford omo ball against Bournemouth and urama Carabao Cup na team no omo so mo mfane nka ho na opanyina oye coach adima Brentford and so opanyina ten mfane nka ho was so no dey ban so far transfer no enya man na wie na mo mo ndo ogidi mapa ese chira Carabao Cup on the Bonmo Papa o visa o money emobida na emom eja transfer window no epeklosu not penny egusia Brentford player or Papa to a kama na enwachi opinion any Kate Andrews on a Brentford manager or Kansempi yente kakra
behind closed doors because it's on the team really. When you get close to games and in and around games and the nature of it, the emotions of it, I think can be difficult. So what goes on exactly behind closed doors, we'll probably keep a lot of that exactly there.
What's your gut feeling and what do you think will happen? Will he be a Brentford player or will he leave?
Yeah, my gut hasn't really changed. My stance hasn't really changed from day one of when I took over.
Eno tower yadema mochumate so mame ko Tottenham catch Man City. Say take it or leave it. Adams Savino, 70 million euros. And Omupetia, say to my friend Man City pa, or more accepted. No panama Bertman farm, and yes, I saw there, and ye Okoduo, Omupecha, no Marco by Fufro, and no Ed Free Space. I saw a West Ham United, as Raheem Sterling, Omania Bray, I have been on person in the bar. Now, Omatim Commodore, I'm at Raheem Sterling. I can yes, and Chom West Ham, Graham Potter, Nitimunom, Ama alone, and Omonko Fanatinapa, Nabi Piaswaya Kama, Bena Jatum so papa, not Mame Mfama, SL Roman Sempineba, na Urama Mark Kukuria, or Radin Samatuga, was it Chelsea, and was so much to flip baby last season, or end day and amazing season, as so my name, not great things, we are just supporters, so Nama, Martimunya dead, if it's a fee of Fupa, as the moment no pino mo pay and that Graham Potter and you bisa so pay number pamonana they made from West Ham United as Graham Potter say the omum pamona to so ya dwuma name resource no and sadia and you opinion kuma ntwibu asiako and edinity jachrema enti bossa dia no no a oba pamono and airport made Tyler Dublin on so far from Southampton when medicals at Jama Everton be you have 42 million pounds or permanent player at the Ama Everton Boboko no Piasoifa no Patrick Dogu and Swakasa no Patrick Dogu na 100% or Gideon Mapa it's a Premier League and yet they are Manchester United and they play with Premier League so far 2 games more 1 point was there would the camel court to an winning him who saw some money Nikai a league and your ball out of 38 games you about just 2 games na Patrick Dogu as on generate the Alagaski Yakena Bansu Yada as to Manchester United or more and a Belgian Premier League now Ovian was there you answer on one country man and you Rasmus Hoyland by one in a team come or Peko and Obetan United was who would more sub by the Peko and also Betana Nemo Sabase Rasmus Hoyland qua a part of the game said your humanity Benwa or better Manchester United to Dakin Duncan in Tessa one in Epesia as one national team. No be Piaso Yakama, not Kopi Mainu, the maintenance of Pine pay, maintenance and Pituga, as a Rupin Amorim, as a one Bruno, and a air preposition, or sign any or refer Messimon, that double M boy, air preposition, until so or Jack more da. Kobe Maino or Babonitamon. Now from Manchester United. No, I call see I can't tell Momo. Let me pass what my kama and no ed Tapamaswa. Me church amu Adamamon. Now and some Pinapa. Na Napoli. So far demente 5 million euros and number trust a loan fee with option to buy 40 million euros. Na some money permanent dealer. Bekwakosi 2030 now 5 million euros as a salary now we pass what my kama na mama informa chiro immobile by no akoko hamstring 2 months and I met up by better chain and san obeba paka what pack around a room so omuram na omoram roma boy even attempt dobik on person modeniba na no so on peram and drop in a monte na omar so no so sasolo omodenipa omo striker back with the number. Na Galatasaray, ama delegation be Premo Belgium, Royal Antwerp, omu special board to the meeting because Adam the offer bam, say Belgian goalkeeper, boy na, your friend Ersani, Lamons, omu pesa, omu dineba, na obe to me back Manchester United, so many goalkeeper no pe, na so Galatasaray se chira, omu person be tebri ni set tebri wa, na one first single, on super Johnny Galatasaray as a central defender. Personal terms, Wajatum, Monaco, close to deal with 30 million euros. Not a Roman Galatasaray, not one first single, a soccer partman. I'm a best sweat to my fire, and no Edeba, no, and no Chuamine, and no Annette Cassam, was it or tackle on initially no officer, a Chuamine 9 and cup born. Now, so after Sonia video, and be and on San Crop Bonnet Lego, and then Assembia, Chuamine. And nine eka bono name and Kenipa and no ansama Kwasi Sibo as for Adia Tuga ye church am breaking it down as for Adama Mujumadiano so na Mamina Jumamo by the way truth Balham report I met him as obet me abba earlier than expected if he says so far trading now wajano assistance or return be payment of Debebas why training on Madrid Fossa or more risking on or so munya bread Edmund truth Balham na jitamu jata eswetimi pa na oba with the fitness eswo ba me biaso ya kama na Rodrigo reporter me say yes ono ankasa o confused person wonim de oje adaya ono aka kire agents way pini zahavi na kia jorapchian o ka kire mo say omumpe team emano omo ka kire other teams bebre teams show interest no omo fa Rodrigo na omo ni team command sa interested teams no omo fa Rodrigo no as onim so be free Madrid so on free ho as onim te wo je ama teams ni nya gya na chidie as am client na mo so all pretty no as on we confuse we confused person wonim te wo ye enti omo gya na chidie Liverpool so omo mpa Rodrigo ne omo mpa ni cha sama we pa de omo mfa Rodrigo nya we eno airport ametia mi cham adamam e wo tumadie no so na ensempe aso eba na mame mfama se alitia show interest as Danny Ceballos or mo penom na mo boy ne se project Olympic man say I present them and pair so be friendly champion no okopadama Olympic man say na mo Real Madrid am Alonso assess when your pen replacement or mo pen man quarter na mo boy no so pese woko loan with option to buy and no offer said the city na mo Madrid per replacement and Sanompama Danny Ceballos epekwa onu swatimi akọ na diamete ene se onyako piem na loan etimi pasope bibaba kama na se opasan ama biaso akọ se Madrid permanent deal so se nkomo mu team myself for some person sanya permanent deal pass over se kosi 2029 na biaso try kama onyako de no man for replacement ama ene Thiago Pitat per replacement wo Madrid bia kama sa akoda no ono ene pepo maminya tuo Madrid amamo na Kylian Mbappe so ko Madrid o mun sini form o musu a great leader wa show pibim o musu de compare last season na Mbappe o locker room na o ye timid na say wasesa amese say drastically change Pietma bound attitude on the field and off the pitch am a player kama say so mu consider no as o Madrid team great leaders na on so ka humpe na say empanifo nya make the claim say Mbappe onu the new set piece taker enti Madrid na o say penalty taker Madrid popo no penalty be dawa on your first choice penalty taker and a freaking brother 8-yard box na chia Mbappe and popo enya friend na Jude Bellingham enya Vini Junior and enya Mbappe we Mbappe na this onu kas Jude Baji Bobby Ebia Vini Paji Bobby, and Yasada or first choice penalty taker, and Osaye, me pacho set piece taker, and no I am Bappy, the Fina Soyapa, your church, I'm breaking it down. Not Mammy Vini Jr. So far, quite a story on IGA, and the lyrics now or Jabba to away your kutia penadance on, and me pacho numerous lyrics and on, was it goes like this. I don't give a damn if you love me. I don't care a bit if you like me. And no, I kutia pa. And yes, if I'm on Tony and Tony China, or money interest, Piasso on the Colon, or we happy. At my brain is on Tina. Now, on my drummer Piasso and your camera. Then what you let come Madrid, sir, or want to offer 30 million euros. El Coma Juve for Nico Gonzalez. Now, by on, sir, when I got two done, on Tamunian, on Tatu, I'm a buying a person free Juve. I'm a ATM. So I'm pese, I'm cofa buying it in the bar, not buying the Baltimore. Never pass way to be a camera. My Mingram Barcelona, and then a day off as you players are, and no more the sports city, or training, Robert Lewandowski, Nyaki Pena, Frankie Dion, Ferran Torres. Pedri, Omo, and a holiday as you Omuram Equa training. I'm a player camera, now Bassa squad, Omo a resume training on Wednesday, and a team a paper training. I'm a Bersoya camera, now Barcelona, good news about the new Spotify campaign. Omo obtaining a yet final construction certificate for phase 1A into Omo Saka. Now Uramu campaign, or China, the city council, a paper inspection. Now, a decisive step and a confirm say papa and pass September and answer Omuma and a bird no and no Adam Omo 10 million euros. No Oma loaning on Edna Copapi, Robert Lewandowski and Chabasa Lewandowski Copa Omo boy way a pepper if you say officer airborne hono and want the Oman 27 million bed Omo talk woman to register and Tomato no more amatim. Team na yusu non emre pom no Barcelona o makofom player denapa na mamem fama setani omo ni case na nyame pa 1st September outcome papa se Barca team ever Barcelona edim kunuma bala liga di case non ekopem record about the registration Barca dim kunumri winter and on per register no position esu emfama mom esu mo prepare for game on ball on Wednesday DIABY Poker game na eno ram was Zabna Strabza omu ye training me player come on na ene opia ye train Leon Goretzka was suffer omu game against Leipzig onya knock no ene waba ababa witness training on am a biaso ye come etu ba munchim players ene omu ebe training na taswa ye checha mu jamam na good news apa ese Jamal Musiala boy no and you say and waba the plan shan nine what we pia all very training be am a pia so I come and Jamal Musiala as we etimi buy and you good news Barbara Kim Jai on so no bamuchi so betena on say bamuchi so patono no boy ni person whatna na o prove a point the metin say o ma jatum boy ni betena no obajo buy camera Juve at Jabetuka Arsenal no attack game against Parma Western McKinney, Rachel Ombu Abusu no, ama Juve ababon tabe condemnisa art no, omu cooperative with Sports Justice Authority for no more identify omu responsible for Western McKinney racial abuse no, and no reporter mete mi checha mu etamamon na Wolves for a rejected £50 million of a Newcastle a job for Jorgen Strand Larsen se omu Pelarsen omu should be 25-year-old former Celta Vigo striker no ediao ya da mi checha mu edamam na Newcastle United me pacho omu chairman Yasel Rumayan and that will free me patron Saudi Oba or Ramos St. James Park or no on time trap Newcastle Game Stadium back in March and also bro much Liverpool promo Krapo Kafana and the open rum damage so we are open procat to Sanchen as some boy na your friend Alexander Isaac or Momano Quine one call on Swantina or Munchano one call not my Newcastle video no ahead of on big game and Nana Joe on Liverpool ebebon ene daso no
what an environment to play in. With the energy that the crowd bring us, it's incredible. Under lights, evening game.
And no tower demam say a Newcastle United team ra Ramuna but from Alexander Isaac the agent and so you're tracking on what touching £10 million on the betum as so almost Alexander Isaac let me be so you come and unim say team park Newcastle and in a bar adding so person pa Liverpool Newcastle or winning to Liverpool Premier League since 2015 until I say bet me afa Petima Shawama and no Babuka Saka on so the maintenance after the plan or Bertrand Chamber 4 weeks Nina injury picky against Leeds United a Passas and next 4 Premier League fixtures Bukayo Saka likely say on Timmy Mobi Arsenal Tiabesino Nyame Passan 31st August Arsenal Airport Liverpool Anfield Omuyon Babata Emirates up Nottingham Forest and we are 13 September now Arsenal Asetra Emirates na omo Man City na Arsenal ko Newcastle ansana Bukayo Saka obaba watima baba kama biaso ye kama na Borussia Dortmund and Wolves Fabio Silva on betimi adinaba na biaso ye kama so fan komo no omadi adrochira bi biadina komo betimi do panyine no abama biaso atumi afa eno reporter dawa ye jejama breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down na ya jejamu yompo eso edam yenyina so na ensem out bob anu amonone ensem ne mfansia na international derby ene diaka ne team ni nyina meto so na mom mame pep de no kwaku upe player ba team ba ko ana coach ba ko team bi di ne pamro pa Pep ene Tottenham
Tottenham for the pronesa
10 times
na eze wi ati nyina football season babaki coach wala pressure wala so pa
say asocia e ma abo akura e ko no okra no fo e bi da Pep super
Pep na
Pep na Ruben Amorim
Ruben Amorim ni carry to wala pressure wala super
was it
and on my reality team Ken
Gaka top 4
na uniwa de areho hey ba koroko fans o mo ha adwen na pre-season tournament ye she season as Ken na
result no e pass manage a team to identify babia sinto
hey Ken
because that pre-season Gaka top na kotokwaje team ni ye na prelims pa ye dia wo
but ye be share why
until you say pressure that carry to so
na dia kotoko fans ye na pre-season ye she season as coach tournament bi ale wo semu ye you aje ababo adechie komo champions of champions or dance park against BBA
listen no
oze na pre-season poliele no
hey
kai yuzu
sana mrebi obekai
sense I
say
15
pa sinkreden scope Didi Dramani
where we are why
ha let's ask him ye
where we are call
so what am I Jimmy Buffalo somebody said the other
oh David nane ma hu say o ma Jimmy atum
yes say kramia
you here they are to so yera call why yeah or the to so ma anti yera call ayi
monosovich
say monosovich can you show me ni meba
obeba
meba show me
you look up tie you na chi
show me
o Porsche FM o ase nyankomase ye nuan o ware nya minim so the Collins Cole one Victoria e ware Saturday we say monosovich
canopy squad there remember why
let's mu ko didi
oh debi see e ko ekota na chi
ati no background e kura na bibi guma na aduane gum ntu kwa di bi kofie
Lutake mate me da se pa se da kese e fa ba Lutake zo abobo de rewo aboro de aboa mane ma de na di preti me da ma amuzu p Herba mixture. Yay, my goodness. Amuzu P. Herba mixture. Droba kwa meka wasemse ya. Metwanke wose mesoye na zwe mi gino dada. Enti mesoye nyeyi. Amuzuma nane odi ade na akwa twitwi wanya ha obi a. Ojonso na emu apai. Ojonso na moje dichi. Ojonso na nsufite bi dichi owo ansu obi ba. Sawanso obi agu ade no waye Amuzu P. Herba mixture. Eno na eboa yere fi ora ogyan na so na ne makoye pa e de ama na adro we no e heavy me baby girls no me ba be di mu nkomo na me darling boys no e wo so macho ma sisiere mu nya den e pem na ekoba na girls na uza akwa na too much sisiere mu be den amuzu p baby girls no ma baby ncheche enye de nya akono e ba ne sa asundua be fie baby ncheche enye de enya akono e ba ne sa asundua fie wa nsu egu asenka wom amanka bi aba be gina mfie o boys ne nhyeda mpesa yero kono mote pampan bi ya ochika se ne twetwon amuzu p ye papa o drive ya ochika se ne twetwon osisi yo ya amuzu p ebre na boa na so ane de amado no makase bosumi bi en toara na ne boro form heba pharmacy shop ya obo modena wajibi form na baro 0247 776743 0247 776743 0241 988884 0241 988884 o pedudo na toa amuzu heba clinic tafo nhyiaye so onko doc wo ho obebo modern screening na labs awro na waye yade ni biti sa hypertension diabetes era face stroke enu echi no zenne no o prostate no na ne manko ya doctor or ye heavy tumor rena waso ano dia ma millennium construction zemen kem fan zebra na bra be roma maso e wo fa kwa bota du sika na che ne o amano ni mpo o Ghana bebia adansie no asase na opato o dan na dada pesi renovate ma o pefi ato o pesi esi fie mu no chia de mawa ana real estate development apeso ru shema e millennium constructions o medjuma no mo bono mo ete o ma boss sister mu 15 to 20 solid years o mo ne obi enya asem da and mo adanse ho ne ma bia do the show mon sa o mero ma ye dia ma krodioma hostels awro na e yo mu ne si ye o ma bomodien estate awro na o mu ne si ama comfort ton edigiska no e millennium construction o mo say young guy abra na yemboa o na ne ma de da ye pa entimi enfama na ntoto ye no entimi na yas junction number is 0244 274084 0244 274084 Millennium Construction, we build your dream. Gentleman Dental Clinic Limited. Gentleman Dental Clinic abedi ama last time I catch was a teacher nina na sebi o ne sini nyina tutua ozi yamfa grabu form centers a ko bi ka fon wo class opa na teacher hye ne che we so ya nnua na bubu grabu edan na bubu grabu akwa no so ya ozi grabu hyeche na yeze ni teacher ne sene no de sere no so mu Gentleman Dental Clinic ntema nkambasa ko na yehwe nye nu dwuma fama de tierie omo ye examination and consultation no o se no de card ye na yo ya odizo dodo mo hwehwe akọ na koshia doc onu bedi nkomo no wa cho de be root canal modern treatment no ya ye ho ayi niam bi na akeka kikama na so ama bebi yellow green ya de no efi wo na o se na efita omo ye teeth whitening ye wie no na ye twi so na ye fufuo nti o kasa na nkofon uzampa akwaye nu mehwam ne senso no yadea erfeye papa braces no na asaso kama pa zebna wo sina otu na beze representative teacher ne de na your permanent or your temporary one wa obetimi ezo aro watu apepa ho uya wasande wade ahye Gentleman Dental Clinic komo ene bomode yes ana peso osi ne gold silver be aye de ama Ghana omo bu adwuma wo bebia Ghana bebia omo on kran branches ne bi no ye onungwa main lorry station and afi atomic dam kwabenya runabout Kumasi Abreport junction ro ani achimo Bantamai street no Total Energy filling station chope omo ye adwuma techiman magazine kwan no so anase magazine no odu na achimo kenten kwan no so benyo omo call for you omo ben Central Police Station afrawo GCB bank no benyo omo Tamale Tishegu opposite post office no onkoro omo bu adwuma ne yere omo ebedi nkoma odo na nansem no omo de remedy me my messages aba ona anei Facebook menken kan kakra akresi owusu lazy blogger abeku kwaku DIABY good afternoon the lazy blogger Father Friday ne de orebe no Pedro Amodini Cruz. The best sports show is airborne here and loud and clear inside Indianapolis. Kumasi Kesben Chanshintan so is the main location. Pedro Amodini Cruz. Odame Edu Paul Senior is another great week. Good day, Abu. Big ups to you and your analyst. Asante Koroko should have their games coming next season. All the best to my darling club, hashtag Real Madrid, and they should be up and doing, always make us proud. Still, the show is loud and clear inside in share phones and accessories. I control Ephraim Sensor. Good afternoon, International Abu Dhabi. I'm Ephraim Sensor. Watch you live from Nkran Kwanta. Doma West District. Lutakin is too much. Much love to him, Mate. Charles Javier. Was it the pre-show talk between Lutakin and you is so hilarious, and there is a difference between a great show and a great show, and the right here is a great show. Keep it up here, I say. Crespo Fufo, although Barcelona won over the weekend, but the defense is still leaking like last season. So we need another centre back to partner Paul Kubasi. Greetings to Kojo Bamba, MPP friend Nation, Vice for Nafi Maru Fadela. Good afternoon, Abu. Please, Abu, between Arsenal made for the Barcelona made for the Blues made for this, and Real Madrid made for the, which one is the best? Yabani Ababe, Kobe Fazio, was it the king of Pichichi, has come to stay. Kylian Mbappe, you don't want to support Madrid. What are you sitting there for? Ala Madrid forever. Fadiga Maestro, Boma, was it this abysmal performance for Kumasi Asante Koroko in the region of Koroko? Is the problem not the coach? There is no need to sack the coach. Rather, reshuffle and sack all the management members. Koroko is the only team in Ghana that receive royal treatment, yet they continue to lose their games. The other way, no, Labon Victor, was it your sports check? Your costume check, everything check, simply the best. Here I say, and I Kweku Asumje, Nedianozi, good afternoon. I'm watching live from the TV now, and Labon Victor, I love you dressing, simply the best. Atanga Clinton, good afternoon. Abu, more update from Barcelona and Manchester City, more fair Ramnana King Hero. Good afternoon, Abu. I really like watching your sports show, especially my show. It's really good. Real Madrid is on fire. Hero from Ankonya, Ahinkro, in the OT region, or about Ebabi Ramo, Matthew G. Also know a sports presenter without a teeth. Now is the also the dear Benanayao. Good afternoon, Abu. Please, I'm watching you live from Kaunkwitias Pico, Nature Mineral Water, Malam BA Kao. I'm watching you live from Sevilla Chabu. You guys are doing a great job here. As Mohamed Drusu, watch you live for God. So, Hala Madrid, Nanayao Ak Roya. Good afternoon, Abu. Watch you live from Brekum Donfete. But Abu, explain this for me. Kotoko conceded 5 goals and scored 1, but Gaka table is 0.3 goals instead of 4. Why? And is a mistake in my Nafi Bombefa Evans. Good afternoon, Mr. Abu. I think Chelsea should learn from such early goals. Chelsea all the way. Amaji. Mama watch you live from Fao de Kumase. Barcelona all the way. Peter Cole Abrifa. Was it good afternoon, Abu? Ken Luther always make says. Please sack Ruben Amorim. No, you're doing but Ebabi Ramuni at the Adana Kwabiteria. Congratulations to Atofo, and I'm watching you at Raf Store at Pristia. Biaga Liverpool is winning tonight. Good afternoon, guys. Aduma Abraham, I like his sport, and I feel Avria Francis. Maybe I'm watching live from Santaziabu. More updates from Barcelona. Samuel Akesin. Good work, Nanaya Luta. Please update on Barcelona, and I'm on the Nay Oyibo Boatin Yerebi. Watch you live. The Kotoko team there, not. Bibi Abasa. Greetings to Chairman Benjamin Obin Sechen, Baba Crespo. I also watch you live from Crespo 17 DSTV Center. I will do the remontada is for Bata. More update about Ishak. Richard Boate. Good afternoon. You guys are doing a great job today. Mon Smith. 5 emojis on the Baby Run. I mean, I'm all quick. Every messages, a door. So the other making carry. I'm on your WhatsApp line 0207543637. Yaba apediakidia. Etwa swede amamo. Yaba sisia.
sports. This is sports.
Juma dear Kessiano, so still, Yera Sutima, Yabojma. Margin Cherembra, weekend, there is a match paying on our team, Niaman Koye, and from our morning Facebook line, and I say Facebook on our page, Fakye TV Nadia Bama, the Boache Edward. Good afternoon, Abu Dhabi. I'm Ganacho Jr. from Ahafo. Actually, so our greetings to you and your wife. I need more, me and my wife. I will call it. I need more update on Manchester United. Filippo Kwabre Kasem. Abu, Man United will surely bounce back. It's just a matter of patience and belief. Hanane Konso Kujo Chrome, Pierre Henkapi to us an update. I'm the Luther Yaba. And we was Abu Pa Grabu Sesen, Grabu Sheche, Thames, no. I'm a G, I'm a watch your life for Faude Kumase, Barcelona all the way, your Baby Ramna for Watched, or say, I saw Abu, or I saw number one, me dear. Ubia Wofia Biajimia to mine, dear Manenke can. Now, Madame Grace Cassis here. I know dear refugee Nibia, on our room. A man discourse you on Jenny Fenny, you're catching. Kagu, what is our history? My refugees cars you on J. Pigim ne French and near Fenny, you're catching. There are more who start off for me to school fees. Or so on Geo. Nana, your friend, or say, hey, was a day. For Jadi no could match and also in this car. Baba to move here. Binam the Belu Taken. Madame Grace Casal. Special, we have all there.
Alhamdulillah.
Weekend,
Alhamdulillah. I mean, I don't know if I fine. So where?
Moya pa.
I see. So maybe a coffee fire any other na I mean, I don't you are fine. Also, they no say into a judge reading crabby bri or me hobart. If we do home come actually, that's
Mate, Fabi for me, Namire, Namze, me no yana minimbre say na you in the Tian cop by.
Abani, your marshal for Aquaba, na Yenchia Ubia, na Mijidizu Ubia, where. Chairman, over the weekend, it was an interesting weekend. Started from Friday, Chelsea, Ewiniba Saturday, Yeshe, Aponche de Chedeche, El Saudi, near MON-FRI, any other room, Yeshe, Tottenham Hotspur defeating Manchester City. Then you Ruma, the big in Sundays at Yabuwa Baby. And I think that it has been an interesting weekend. So, where matches are Hodua, Yashe, any interesting stories are popping up. And I'm in common. Sentence match on Manchester United. Ruben Amorim and the club Manchester United. As a matter of fact, because I think that open your friend said Ruben Amorim, I overstay the days our club Manchester United. To be very honest with you, last week na me didn't come. I think that was Friday or Saturday, and I'm a catcher was saying, "Yeah, what honeymoon period, and yeah, what time reality in the Emma setting in every." Now, more than born and so people will call you out and start mentioning and near maybe why year our club no more and so in your see a near take a decision. Say me a decision maker, our club Manchester United A B and Kendra after the match, and the first decision I'll call the sacking of Ruben Amorim.
How?
Say me a decision maker, our club Manchester United and Kendra.
Reason is saying
after scoreline, there are two screens, so I will say a poor match, you know. Manchester Shebakun, Fulham, the home team, no so Shebakun. Kobe Becker said Manchester United quite away, El Craven Cottage, not a 1-1 draw. As a matter of fact, United are yard there. I was saying that you're bored, because Obi feared it. It is not that easy. So I pick a point. But the truth of the matter is that Manchester United and Niema under manager friends Ruben Amorim or the club Manchester you know. The predecessors are hold on behalf Manchester. No, they did better than that. But everybody who belonging to the Manchester Bush when they felt to say players are almost elbowing betray those managers. But Ruben Amorim is different. It's difficult to say the former players of Manchester United are criticizing. It's difficult to say internally. Most of the Manchester United players are okay with the Juma Ruben Amorim. So what it means is that he has the backing of the team, he has the backing of the board, he has the backing of almost all the old players. But when you look at the data, look at any stories. No, Ruben Amorim 29 matches in a Premier League, Kweku enye 28 points. What it means is that in every game, Amorim ain't me 1 point. And from Manchester United, with all the respect, Kweku enye Ipswich Town, enye Burnley, enye Coventry City, and enye Derby County. This is Manchester United, the second most successful club, and as in terms of even Premier League, only Liverpool 2020. Until they are joint most successful club when you talk of EPL and common eye. So we a coach. Now the first such a club. Now about 29 games. No one must say only 28 points. It means that Omode won a below average. And to think that what the season way to enjoy last season, so for Ruben Amorim in the Premier League, 25 games. Opening essay just for to chance my barbecue. 25 matches. Opening essay just 28 goals in 25 matches in the Premier League. It is a coach, not only points in MOU. In terms of the goal ratio, so about 25 matches, now opening 28 goals per NLB as club Manchester United. A cause for worry. Now bring data now. To think that managers the number of games that it took them for them to get 2 successive or consecutive wins in the Premier League. Now, opening friends and slot picks Liverpool. New manager, friend of our club, 1 year signing on year BBA, 2 successive games. No one saying it took him only 2 games to get 2 consecutive wins for club and friends at Liverpool. Pep Guardiola, ever for Manchester City, it took him just 2 games. Who had 2 successive wins for club and friends at Man City. Now the next manager or twice, and I know the year coach of Tottenham Hotspur or Thomas Frank. It took him just 2 games in the Premier League. When you 2 consecutive wins in the Premier League for club, your friends at Tottenham. Enzo Maresca for Chelsea. It took him just 5 games before Onya 2 consecutive wins for club, your friends at Chelsea. And then Mikel Arteta with Arsenal. It took him 9 games. Tiabeka said Arteta and the check a crap before so only 2 consecutive wins at the Ama Club, your friends Arsenal. And to think that we are 29 games into Ruben Amorim, the tunnel, our club, your friends at Manchester, on team we need 2 games in a row. This is Manchester United. Ruben Amorim 29 Premier League match, only 2 matches. So I bought 2 games that was what I was saying. It is Manchester United. You know time a Manchester team go 2 matches net was no one mid-table team, any low-table team, ever put and they are you can say. Teams are last season you bought Premier League ni or more we call relegation. To think that those teams are massive more points in the Premier League than Manchester United. Every day ever put me there I can say 6 points in Premier League. 6. 3 teams now or more we call relegation. At least you saw 8 points. Manchester United now on Premier League in the mono from April ever permanent when you're just 6 points from Premier League under Ruben Amorim. We don't use this data and fun coach club like Manchester United. Now, as somebody said, last season the discussion around was that but we are into a new season. Our opinion, our signings are at least although my baby ready to we expect that so our signings now will be able to indicate that United are getting themselves back on track. Now listen to this. Jimmy O'Hara, Eddie Nkomobi about 3 months ago, when Ruben Amorim, interview or no, he is not going to change the system to suit any other player. So when a player now over Manchester United, do not think that coach never taking in Sano just because A player B. And very well. Coach he believes that on the system, the players must adapt to that. At the point in time, yes, analysis, no catch say, I totally disagree with him. You see, if you go to Rome, you must do what the Romans do. What the fact club, you don't have materials A, B, or more drawn in your system. You go according to the now the results. A Drew Timer, who most of the players are signees are. Then Ubit Marcos Adeno. We debated on that, and I kept on saying, say, Manchester United, Mumami example, say, coaches Nibiaba, Ombaye, or maybe say they will listen to players, they will play to suit players areas. No, so insist on the system, and then the tactics are, we should go by that. And they say fair enough. But the data now presented the actual say, all these powers. Now, team get anything better from quickly. It doesn't work. Now, O'Hara and Common, and I came out to think that Premier League na yebon. It is only one manager. And the 3-back system at the Premier League no. Obia nyebi. Sa yebo Premier League na o say we coach what ba EPL no who coach what you believe in a 3-back system. Never yet successfully Eddie Amau we need only Antonio Conte. The reason Kwaku Barras respect him that much. He is the only manager.
Ayaz a mitwa no on issue na o kan. Say himself free back na be a buy.
Yes.
But e dey ba be wura mu see dey.
Je dey year adwuma and chess ah.
Enti say Conte abebo bi na watin dey age ah. Say bia we su bit my area.
Kwaku say o start here DIABY. Na enkoyi emfa mo wa utu hofo. I don't think that Antonio Conte starting a 3-back and or bought 29 matches and win 28 points and called it twice. Minimum said I mentioned what I say.
How the way ni trademark no.
Kweku u trademark no, but the materials available on Manchester now. But the Manchester squad now and draw or they told or the year man Eddie Ama production. So make me really. This is how Manchester United align it up. Bayende, Imbo, Luke Shaw, Delete, and then Yoru. These are the 3-back, and then 2 now. Obokan ewe animwa. Omo call many omo support omo ba chira na amabe boa eye Ama Diallo on the right and then Patrick Dogu on the left and then Fifi Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. Now that is where the problem is. Yenya enkofo bebre a omo ka kire say Bruno Fernandes need players to unleash Bruno Fernandes no akona ni makoboa. Manchester ekofa Casemiro si Casemiro ebe free Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro by free no. Manchester for Manuel Ugarte so Ugarte eba obe free Bruno Fernandes on free no. Kobe Menu ebe free Bruno Fernandes on free. Say crowd I'm already catcher say Kobe Menu ni Bruno Fernandes on position the same. My bet ha catcher say Manchester United one signing away from the midfield and that is Carlos Baleba. So United did the same manager way the two. Yeah the Baleba but own team free Bruno Fernandes. But Kweku now you see this system. Maybe this system no one come out. One system now
about. Enrique Casemiro.
Yes.
On any day, Sinija, Baleba many baby.
Factual.
He also no baby abobo on
factual.
Waba United Ababe struggle. Tini you. Mano Ugati. You need no Ugati any shade. And yes, all the new body are so bad attack. Obey attack very well, but about United or Ababe. And the Amo Baleba, then I just don't know about.
And until I make catcher say, me say, with the system, ya opinion will be Obeba or no be fairly on team free Bruno Fernandes. Now roll the next system for money. So we are Ruben Amorim. And I what bought the that screen so first one and draw the boy and the engagement. What prevent Yahu Enzo Maresca? The tactics now Auburn. Chelsea started ball now. Quickly the 4-back sheep. Yabobo and the Aqua. Or one of the laterals now. Obey improvise. Abesem Finfi. We inverted most at times. So Oboku create any regimes I could create and a yes man. Times are over the ABOU regimes anyhow. Not all Malo goes to you see Kuku doing some, and then Malo goes to and so when they are in defensive unit, they drop back no matter so more call anywhere transit here. Then one invert into the midfield position. Now we're free in the midfielders now. But the last time I explained the reasoning here. Ube who said Moises Caicedo a lot of dirty work Ube who Enzo Fernandes high up the fielder. Or try to create spaces for the attackers now. And I told you, Kwenya Oliver Cluster, so any neutralizer is harder with Chelsea. Chelsea and Mianche Crystal Palace. Now look at this lineup. Goalkeeper and the uniform moment. The new goalkeeper, Omudino Hong Kong, and I'm the so take the goal to Obabu. Go with this. Dogu here, Mazurai here, Euro Delete, and now whoever Opesa Obon Ewo Fifi. Then you play 2 defensive midfielders. No one free Bruno Fernandes Ewo anymore. Casemiro, Kobe Menu, or whoever other defensive midfielder. What the never can Casemiro, Ewo Fifi. Bruno Fernandes as the number 10. Brian Mbuemo Ewa, Matthias Cunha Ewa. Then Benjamin Sesko Eli the attack. In terms of transition, Patrick Dogu invert. No about the same Fifi. Aye, Jumana, Opesa Oyen. But where the wingers, Nanas and the laterals, no, inverting Fifi. They run higher up the field. The reason in Tia Matthias Cunha and Mbuemo effectiveness. No.
The laterals
they call my name direct. They don't invert. Ideally, these are not creatives. Laterals now Manchester use some. Omonye creatives. It is a war Chelsea there now. Lateral no inverted the same 50. They free the creative. No one can him. No one could provide assist and now support. At the moment, and draws all a game now. Bruno Fernandes became useless in the Manchester United setup, and I think that baby and any data now our present their trend. There hasn't been a single manager who presented that data on Manchester or that's so working comfortably. We were the next matches na Manchester anymore. And when the Maui United supporter, a dear Yamshire, and who soon ever. Manchester United next games they do money. ABOU, I'm just saying ABOU. They might find a way to beat Burnley. ABOU. But who we are over Manchester City. Oh, Etihad. Over Chelsea. Who we are about Brentford. No about Sunderland. No about Liverpool. These are games a Manchester United and with our and near my echo the graph now Ekuta Amorim. I am tempted to believe that 15th position now we last relegation input from April. Ebe or my more Premier League points than Ruben Amorim.
Mate, are you
trajectory and Jeffrey?
And that's a power.
We Manchester near also we start to show. Solution. If not, Amorim the Manchester Becco relegation.
Mate, me that's a power. Kwa ubi ya bokode. Memoya pa brame me na enkuye.
O mre bia de mama ana.
Se
e bia mre no dodo ade mama no. Na me hu ha besify me nyoma.
Ore enkuye ni wa enkuye.
Se ka tv ma me fie. Me nche wa mo no de bebre.
Oni nyina be depend so ro bisi ayo.
Market to bi na me touch. Na me he me time na me mark na ho so. Me nya ne be 5 minutes pe wa mo no ni na me mra fie. But me din komo Ruby na ma India na me ni di ni mo a. He is out of ideas as a coach. He's lost in his own thinking.
Ultimate Kasa.
Kwagu?
He is a professional coach and of course a top coach.
Yes.
And our Bama
United. Coach, a professional coach, and top coach.
I didn't know your top.
The top coaches are there.
Like how?
Okay,
or the CBA no longer a top coach. Coaches are shall say a battle. But coach in another and our Bama United and Yaman Kui and Oman last year.
Manchester United are a corner a year and I could jug only and I was starting and co ye. Or more go within non common na could jug only and co ye. The Habiba Yama to tell you how I know city oh by the same grand Kwaku so what shall the team now or lining up against Fulham not the ball game now. The mommy who say a loss of ideas and then come on a meeting, by your day, Bruno Fernandes born. By your day, Bruno Fernandes born.
Oh, Mati, Ora Mesaba, why na Mahena, Mabana, Mababe, Twasonaniama, Akuye, Kama Pa. But I want to do now, Guso, Monjoria, Ferry No Time Africa. Good afternoon, Abu. Watching the show live inside Gonanko. Please, what's the latest update on Ishak's situation? Titles Seba Tafa. Good afternoon, sir. It's live and clear inside our commander. More update on Barcelona to folk. Thomas Kwame update on Real Madrid Nafi. Dozi Kweku.
Ura friend, I am already lost in on one own thinking and he's or out of ideas for team of Manchester United. Koku, there's who is a coach that comes into a team that player. Or no MOU Kwaku Omau 8 goals, 10 assists last season. Also what drawn it back into a road that a very restricting for adding something good for Team FN Manchester United up front. While restricting Omegina Vivio. 10 goals and 10 assists and 8 goals. While restricting Ahmad Diallo as a one. He gave 8 goals and 6 assists. But we would never be doing defensive duties or what? But we would never be He's been restricted. Kwaku, you have Kunya 15 goals and 6 assists. Who are most involvement? 51 goals and 29 assists. Among these players, you can't use them to create chances and score goals. Are you not out of ideas?
Nah, but the Amomo come and Amonia, or Brian Wimo. Ewo Kunya. It is almost very good away anymore. So the Obeyan is also no more formation be able to accommodate his uncle for normal produce goals more. Is there Bruno Bedbay? Is the accommodation working? Now it's working to perfection. That's not the boy. I Matthias Cunha boy. And Tebeka masters goes on. Beba in Chebeba. We new in the team and Chebeba. Okay. I just want to be watching my time. To the WhatsApp now can cause one can. Say I know because never one they are on to us. But Manchester United for me is serious. Maybe at this time around they want to trust their project. They want to trust him, say he's going to give them the job. Say it could be Menune Fernandes air pre-position on film view. A play that in him so about one to me the numbers you want in your team. A honor or more.
Okay, that one Manchester United for Nanka somewhere. Says Kwako back we was strike at the bench. Now the Messi Mount when you come in force number 9. Is this man not out of ideas?
That is not out of any the old kind of man can.
Martin, me know ya me you see ya be family time na uramu na my ya intimingo. Kwaku best African coach of a year the 2025 or whatever no a coach Kosiapia. In my books, man award no. Utimi be be stiff your son wa we no paper ho no sampa mabo adwuma. Oba ni diem ne de anye no. De oye ni na wo ne diem no ne de anye no. Bo coach no ye hu de wo ye. Kwaku odi ne Sudan na omo kontoko a wo fie player bi wo ho a na ne yira friends ya to bombo me nche ha ya wo ma no tietiem na pia ni ma hye no na wo odwene kwan na yire be wo fie star crop na no abobo ma no a Kwaku odo omo ye wonders no omo qualify for AFCON me boa
yeah
no group ben
Ghana group
na Ghana na ho ifo ni wo
Ghana ni Angola
e na ho na qualify
Sudan ni Angola
fantastic chan so we no group as Senegal wo Nigeria won the top here o wasan Nigeria do mafri the next game against Madagascar Kwaku ko final kwa akọje tournament
basis na ma for African coach of the year
for the job he's done
said the
mama wo adwuma wa ya also dey India
o call obo qualifier na udi Sudan team even proper national team square team they almost competing. Now they almost watch China. Was it proper national team? Ghana credit team or mambo. Now ode almost back to you.
Now make it emphasize on proper national team.
He's doing very well. I agree on that. But then why?
You were Juma Bua. You said the Waji major trophy. To gather Sudan boys, no, a one-ton country. And I want to consider you. Besemi to consider you.
Now talk about talk about fine baby need disadvantage. But it's a country I can once when we are pioneer of African football. And Sudan check your history. Sudan was best history. So my tournament I call me actually baby or do we do no.
Played home away from home. In that a year qualified.
So born about
tournament more.
I don't have any problem.
Me say in my book they should give the best coach in Africa to him. He's done a yeoman job. Some profana abo mu dey so many Sudan aye whatever no. Go back and check Sudan for no. Coach to my point to over the years. They couldn't give up
man that credit but say and
credit now they man na say in my book they should award him the coach of the year. In coach Kosiapia me no ya adwane ya award there no but me na me award here, me na me award, but me na me award here. In my books, he is my best coach. Said the ne ga cut off for na see na me in my books. How to folk na J trophy no. Sanet here. So what I say? So they should award him. Me the time ni be here. Why? Now there what about you no atibia ma me. If I me time is here, mo adwo be say me no fie.
Mate, me ba na e ato aso ni akọ ye ni mi ade a. Ma wo ze kwabena ni nsentie go.
Nko panchi loti na mo sampa mo ne biem.
Ade.
Se na da guleti bencha.
Please, any update on Liverpool game tonight from Zingi Live here inside Pristia. Bremai Niba Kwame, Man United, Abu Ronko's team, and I've Edem is Siam. How Amorim has failed, he cannot save Man United anymore. He needs to be sacked. I'm I am pump coach. And I'm take care of it. If a child can't learn the way to teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn in teaching. Amorim should learn to develop a tactics that will suit the available players. That's how a professional behave. The Obama the eba betu ya no na mehwe na menyi we so fefi na membra man show na yenko ye ni menye we ni ade ade. Nana ya said, good afternoon champion man Abu. Nana ya said, I'm watching you guys live from Serie. Kwame Tevia Chrome in the Bia West District, Western North region. Chelsea, congratulations to you guys. Fakye TV, you are the best TV station in Ghana now. They're around MK Koto. Good afternoon, Abu Dhabi. Fakye Sport, not landing forever, not landing forever. Arsenal, the Ghana, I'm happy. Victor Joe Carries get his first goal, and I'm enjoying the best sports show live from GOPDC Limited, Kadi Eastern Region. Mohamed Idrusu. Watch you live from our for so the Obomode Edeba Babi Ramewanana Fred Kwejo K Ashes. Good exercise. More work must be done at especially the front line. The team and the coach are trying something new. Beautiful football with a bad pitch. Many new players, so the mistakes will keep coming for now. It is good. It has started early. so they can right the wrongs. The IMC shouldn't touch the technical team. The players will soon adapt to the system. My thought, though, don't come and castrate me. It cost me to do bandits. Abu, good afternoon. This is Call UK, and I'm enjoying the show on Facebook Live today. I'm so happy about the views. It clearly shows that your show is a top notch. Keep up the good work. Shout out to Aguero Saint, Mose, or at Erion Barbering Shop inside Enchi. Omar GH, good work, Abu. And Chenzi GH. Chenzi GH, watch you live from Takwa, Boss, Liverpool, forever. Thomas Kwame update on Man United. I know you had the other Baby Ramon. Tuzo the other bar making care of my maestro. We are saying here.
Oh, the Abby Yakupon Adom, so we have a call there.
Come on, pa.
The Yamiase.
Youngko.
The Abby ending Comona, my mission in free the English Premiership. And over the weekends, a lot of matches in the Toja that it's me catching most of the people are, was on Saturday, the early kickoff at Timmy Toja. That was between Tottenham Hotspur and then Manchester City. I think, so we'll check it, most of these clubs are or mabo against the side of Manchester City. No, most of these wins against Pep Guardiola, it has been the side of Tottenham Hotspur. In the last games at Tottenham Hotspur, it's Miabo against the side of Manchester City. They've been able to have close to about 8 wins in that particular, things for the side of that particular football club. Manchester United is followed since Pep Guardiola overtake the side of Manchester City. On which he really close to about 6 games at the amount, and the Liverpool Football Club during Jurgen Klopp time, and even comparing to the side of Arne Slot, they've been able to win close to about 6 times within that particular football club. It tells you United, then you get the side of Liverpool Football Club at Omitimi Amomo 6 wins, and then Tottenham Hotspur with the most highest wins with about 8 wins at 80 in the successive row for the side of Tottenham Hotspur. But so we'll check Pep Guardiola and the tactical lineup or the two at the side of Manchester City. I think it has been the same old story for Pep Guardiola. So we'll check it timer, and I say last 2 seasons, Macacho said Pep Guardiola with that kind of identity. About Edema Manchester City. He has that kind of identity about most at times as in the total dominant system of footballer or no matter or your idealistic system of coach. So most of it all. So he makes sure say obeti are controlling most of the possession rate, especially in the centric midfield of Manchester, and sometimes too he plays the 4-1-4-1 tactical flexibility. The entire man about the 4-1-4-1, they say sometimes he wants to have just a one solid midfielder who will occupy the central midfield of Manchester City. At that same time, the best also on my left side of opposing side for the side of Manchester City. And so, be checking the tactical lineup plan with their tone change. You get the side of Rico Lewis at Orbo in that right full back position. John Stones elbow as a right centre back. Ruben Diaz elbow as a left centre back. Nuri elbow in the left full back position. Then you got about Gonzalez or no elbow in the deep line playmaking act role. Nipo to me Bonnie generate a lot of passes and gone are the days now Pep Guardiola agent and Arsenal was a certain Rodrigo Cascante. He was making sure that Obono as a lonely pivot. That's the original Manchester City in Finfiwa. He gives you good defensive compared to play and impact as 2 double number 10s in attacking forwards of Manchester City. But currently as you speak, so we'll check Manchester City identity now. Bibia changing. So when Nico Gonzalez on Udin Finfiwa as a deep line playmaking role at the Manchester City, he wouldn't give you that twist of performance. Rodrigo Cascante Edbema in the time and Edbema Manchester City and all that particular form. No. In terms of attacking forward, Oscar Bob in the right wing forward position for the side of Manchester City. Ubena Ryan Sheki and the Tijani Rangers or no Omuji and Finfin as 2 double number 10s. As sometimes Ryan Sheki as an auxiliary striker just to support Ellen Holland in attacking front of Manchester City. Then you say Omar Mamouche at that moment in time also in the certain war as an incisive striker just to support Ellen Holland in Manchester City. This tactical identity ain't me fa. So who could share Ubia over a typical 4-3-3 system? We're building a lot of things in the midfield solidarity. It tells you say he can easily conquer the midfield role of Manchester City. Check the tactical lineup. Tottenham Hotspur, 82 we know him as a defensive midfielder. We know him as one of the core attributes of Jao Panhinya. He controls the midfield, making sure so Obetima creates a lot of defensive cover Edema the defensive structure of Onoaka side of Obo Edemomo. And we saw the kind of movement that Obo Edema the side of Tottenham Hotspur. They get Pepe Matasa or Obo as a traditional number 8 Obo as a boss-to-boss midfielder and 2 double number 6 in the shake of Rodrigo Bentancur also in Finfin Edema Jao Pahinya, and they were able to close everything in Finfin Edema the side of Manchester City. At the end of it all, they were able to beat the side of Manchester City by 2-0. But so we'll check most of these coaches are back to back. Or used to 2 double clubs, 80 million both the side of Pep Guardiola, the side of Thomas Frank Etoso. He used the side of Brentford and Tottenham Hotspur to be the side of Pep Guardiola. Then you talk about Antonio Conte at the time of coaching the Chelsea Football Club. No, he used the side of Chelsea Football Club to beat the side of Pep Guardiola. And at the time of Sanso Bar Tottenham Hotspur, he was able to win against the side of Pep Guardiola's FC Barcelona in the El Clasico at most of times. They talk about Manchester United will be coaching or meeting Manchester City in the Manchester Derby. He used them to beat them. So it is telling you, say, Thomas Frank has joined the races of Antonio Conte, and then Jose Mourinho has been that kind of coaches. They've been able to do that kind of history for themselves. Maminko, the Spanish La Liga, na Indian common. Daniel Ceballos, it might trigger that kind of omen. They say, at any moment in time, he can leave Real Madrid Football Club. It in the chair the side of Olympic Marseille. Your ball match in the and I also bought the match against Real Oviedo. I sat here to say, Real Madrid Football Club might win, and it will be over 2.5, and it came to be. But so I will check the side of Daniel Ceballos' impact within that particular game. I always say one commanded the starting 11 for the side of Real Madrid Football Club. But so I will check the numbers of the Real Madrid Football Club since last season, and even to this particular season now. It tells you, say, so Onuntimin commanded the starting lineup in that particular typical shape. I'm married Elusu the side of Lika Morris, or Mulusu Tony Cruz in the midfield. No. Nanka, I am actually taking that Daniel Ceballos will actually become that kind of successor in the midfield role of Real Madrid Football Club. And could be take Tony Cruz identity in the midfielder. In terms of breaking line passes, or no better media two at the side of Real Madrid Football Club. Daniel Ceballos will be that immediate successor. And could no better media say you at the Real Madrid Football Club. But Xabi Alonso, a tactical man. He knows that kind of players at any moment in time. The kind of tactical method or be opposing against any other football club. He uses some of these individual players who make fit in the system. And the air calling and said Daniel Ceballos wouldn't fit the system of Xabi Alonso and the San also football club in Echo. But as I will check the heat map of Daniel Ceballos, it is actually interesting. So when the heat map in the Atoso, the passing rate at the Atoso, the Amamia, you can heat map, so I'm about the passing rate. This is the occupying passing rate of Daniel Ceballos. When he's being played as a typical deep line playmaking act, on your static midfielder, sometimes I make it point clear, say, we have some other midfielders, so they move static, they don't move. Or making sure to make more closing in the gap. Typical example is Moises Caicedo. But so when Daniel Ceballos, that's the original midfield, he makes sure in the right midfield, he will occupy most of the possession rounds for the side of Real Madrid Football Club. In the left midfield, Obetima opposite a lot of things that Real Madrid Football Club, especially so Omo back a defending very well the Real Madrid Football Club. He comes to join the defensive structure of Real Madrid Football Club, making sure say he will form the defensive compatibility for the side of Real Madrid Football Club in their defense structure. That makes him that kind of midfielder. So when you know in the midfield role for Real Madrid Football Club, he can easily do most of the successive runs for you in that particular midfield. In terms of passing ranges, the amount Tony Cruz and Luka Modric is somehow unique in most of these midfield dynasty as compared to other football clubs. At the time, Real Madrid Football Club is their passing accuracy. That is about Manchester, even with Carlo Ancelotti last season. So most of these midfielders within Real Madrid Football Club. Accurate passing at the side of Madrid in terms of midfielder, it was a certain Daniel Ceballos, most of it all at the side of Real Madrid Football Club. Close about 80% of passing accuracy in the midfield just for most of the games of Edmar Carlo Ancelotti. And these are some of the passing lines on the other side of Real Madrid Football Club. So in the left-hand side of Madrid, he makes sure to trigger that press for Vinicius Junior for him to take on in any other opponent or meet me movie at the moment. And most of it all, no, breaking line and as a key passes for the Real Madrid Football Club in terms of attacking third, no, it was close to about 7 for Real Madrid Football Club. And immediately converted the goal into the goal post, no, and in terms of assist method, no, was 14 assists. It tells you, say, Daniel Ceballos is that kind of midfielder. So on commanded the first starting 11, at least he can easily give you a lot of things that would enable him. But Diaby, Barcelona, against Levante.
Got a quick, mommy, why?
So we'll check the history. I don't bet Barca. The last time we lose against Levante was 2019, and they were able to do that in the comeback era. Last season, the man Hansen Flick, the tactical things in the side of FC Barcelona was how we see a lot of comebacks. Edma FC Barcelona at any moment in time will share most of these football clubs, including the Champions League, will go through the semi-finals now. In the Copa del Rey, he made a lot of comebacks, even against Real Madrid Football Club in the El Clasico. When it comes to the Spanish La Liga, he made close to about 3 comebacks, crucial ones, and he dropping the points in that particular Spanish La Liga last season. And Enra, the second game of boy in the Spanish La Liga, he was able to make that beautiful comeback for the side of FC Barcelona. But Nipo Timi bought that close identity and making sure he will become that metronome in the midfield of FC Barcelona. It's a certain Pedri. Sometimes people find it very difficult to compare him with Vitinha. But so we will check the ball now, the side of FC Barcelona, Elbow carry as a speaker. When you have hardcore heartbeat of Barcelona, Moncasa midfielder, at any moment in time, he will give you that defensive solidarity. In terms of offensive traits, he will give you that breaking line passes, and then he will make sure, with a close number of assists in the midfield of the side of FC Barcelona. The artwork in that's now. These were the passing lines of Pedri in the midfield of FC Barcelona. And it tells you, at this particular crucial moment in time, Barca, Hansen Flick, the high line pressing system now. Everything dictates and everything depends on Pedri. He has now become the dictator and he has now become the director or directing a lot of things in the midfield for FC Barcelona. And it was a good win for Barcelona against Levante.
Mate, but I mean, now you remember match, quick one. Say never call.
Well, it's going to be a very difficult game. Stars indicates that Liverpool faced so well. In their last 17 games against Newcastle, whichever venue, Newcastle winning match.
Last 17 games.
So clearly tells us that Liverpool are upper hand. So I foresee them say, last 22 matches are still between the two teams. Always produces more than 2 goals. Liverpool always find the back of the net. And then I think about the last 8 or so, so 2 sides, Nubia Sego. So clearly, Liverpool say Newcastle have a chance. But Newcastle problem is a team, unity in shared that and they don't have force or more anymore. And their match, it's going to be Alexander Isak matter. Whoever wins the game will still win Alexander Isak at the account. Which have the image be my production. Unfortunately, my time is my team uncle. Slot Kutane fan watching. And again, Liverpool submit official bid of 130 million
for Alexander
Isak plus 20 million bonus. Imagine the draft. Or said the slaughter so now watching now. Hopefully, watching by this time, maybe an Liverpool AC lead the deal. I think they will beat Newcastle. Supporters, no, Liverpool for how my first Amakwadane, so they will use that to intimidate Liverpool, but in Liverpool, Omono didn't end your way. 2-1 sit very well in my books. I think that Liverpool will beat Newcastle because of record. Who say Newcastle when you go, but in my books, Liverpool will get a win.
Player to score, man.
Mohamed Salah as usual. Yeah, as usual. I like you.
Mate, I will go judgment dental clinic limited on my Suena Simadu, meaning Como. Na Yanko Yenim. Ya can't see a transition bois. A church or near Mabi Abe Bebuana, Dada Munu was sitting on Nema Koye Peria, Nipa or Saint M1 Munyama, whom sweet Yapa. Na Eberhena Buana CC Pidiano, Yana Mofan says Seno. A how be bound when Yansus and so yet. Debbie or Bano Chichima, now where you are sonority. Or I guess there be Alboco there.
In your Bibiaboco, now say,
Yanzu and went them pa. A Jumamusoni America come upon
judgment that tackling your branches in the Bibiaboco.
O Basu say an uncle for any anchi. For young Comona Dina Boamo Musia, dear. Exactly. As I bois, Mandini Pabia also, Tinazu Simadu. You will judgment and tackling in the more than my.
All right. And then your chair, a chefone in a. Ye can say Gentleman Dental Clinic, you go so ye Juma. Say Yakopon the week so ache. Na ye didi ye nom. Nina so ye esenoana, ye design your money na eye. You see, at times in Kofofo say eseno senia esi wohona quite say omuhuni say a DIABY and I say machine be. The ten be and one say ye didi ni a brushing a cornea cordana adiachin. But we munti and a Gentleman Dental Clinic or say ye be oral education. Na ya church or man for choir or be fast wa odo numa pomudino. ebefa so sanse obi ese eye ne ya onya information ntemo a nka eboa no enenti ene ye pese ye ne omanfo esua ade kakra ye nimu nsen wo but de ye kan say ene ye nantifa ye wo dentist wo ese problem a ye Kumasi Bantama Abepo Junction Total Filling Station o ye branches no so ya scatter no strategically e wo Ghana ha ba bibia enti me the branches no so ebetu dwanti fa wo phone no ne wo pen de paper no fa numbers no na sorry ya frame na ye ntwetwe enkomo na oba gentleman dental clinic bi nyema bebre na ye fa esen ye examination and consultation service o ye filling ye wo different types of filling na ye na ye tooth replacement na ene say esen no etu na ye hye no foforo e di amount eno na ye gentleman dental clinic ye ho adwuma nso so e wo ye ho na tooth replacement no ye wo different types of replacement ye betumi aye e di amount your friend of porcelain fused metal, and I said your friend PFM bridge or acrylic fixed bridge. And your shamawa, and only a dear sharp permanent 30 years, 40 years, not ever so sure. And only permanent one, no, say we see a two, not your share no at the amount. And I hear dental implant, implant no, and only a screw at the boat with jawbone because bones, no, and I say, or pantai case, and no one will send no, etia, and a gum no, a drum. And inti ye the bo o job bon mu a eno de odo be call adakamnam entu biom.
Okay.
Yes. Ena ye wo dentures no so e wo ho a eno so ye na ene dentures ne pese ye ka ho asem. Ye ka dentures a ye custom made removable replacement of missing teeth. Ene say osin etu na wakohu dentist. Na ye design said de etu no etie ne pepepepepe na ye de ahye ho said de be ya ebe fiti wanim no na watumi di edidi asa awenam enti eba ne sa no a na etumi aboa because enipa bebre no ekwa bebre so ne fa so ma obi ema ne sen etu anase olusu ne teeth obi eye te say obi a wonya condition fe no osteoporosis no eye dompemu yare na ye ka osteo na on say the density of the bones no ankasa na eso aye dey ate anase dompe no astatisa ehunu anase ehi na ho de no emuduro no astati waste out ena esen nso etuatua o jaw bones ni mu it is obi nya osteoporosis a se ode ne se no edidi ode wi niema eden na ode ko ede ba no ubahu se with time no na esen na ye mobile because e was say esen tumi eye tight etua jaw bone mu te se de ode dadoa ana ne abo duamu na aye dendenden no sa na ese se etumi eye. But because of say bones need density no, in fact, so attaining and I said the way I say it's in ketumi chino no, entumi chine sa nintino. Obi ono mo ho abo say ne sena start say aye mobile. Abo say na baako etu. E wo ho abo say na pressure call the other one no so no. Then no so etu. We time abo say ne seno be 4 ne 5 because obi ono ma ne seno ebi kron kokonto kwa bi two trauma so to me di ba. E na oprai and aso nya accident e na man ne seno eno so 2 year. But ne sen 2 year no ama the other one also ofili say eno so start ye den chia obe ye na obi wokwa ne de ne ye chronic factor and I say genetic factor obi abusun ofiri mu no wo ye den omudu certain age bia na omo se no na start na 82 na so say esen etu na ye hyema wa especially denture no de ntia ye hye denture no e de ama oni say eno no obetumi ayi na wasan e de ahye na empe bebre obetumi frɛ o say me pese mutu me se no ene ya mu betumi ahye e de ama me. You see, o say essence, but over Gentleman Dental Clinic, your interim one, and I say immediate denture, you betumi ashama na ama wound no e healy and sanitary no waba near share correct denture no e de ama. Say the bear onfa any number because then go be photogenic and obe hu obi na ogina baby na or smiling na o twa pictures. Nti say o sene to a na ama wankasa wo self esteem no and our confidence no na e kofom. E basa na akọ ha adwene. And obi on the no cry cavities no just say mo no edidi esinimu ama say esena say enti de edru no I say yetuara na yetu na hye denture no ede mawa on say obi on man se no original color na ho no say A1 a Gentleman Dental Clinic here befa A1 no pepepe ene de customize any the right shape no ne size no ne de atwa no pepepe ne de ahye ho okay yes say A2 a A2 nti yenwie hye esene mawo na enquete say color no difference be abemu exactly e ban sana in fact na ama ayeyi yes but unim enko for bebe so tie complain say o hye dencha na obu ho no ma na o ho na eyi obu eno ntina eho behia say esese okohu professional dentist ne mo menye quack dentist bia na esese okọ ho na yeye ho adwuma edema because obu ho no ma with time obu say as a result of aging no na ne gums no na shrinke obu o nyini no na ne gums no shrinke no obu so a certain medication bi obu okra toothpaste bi a o use chemical bi ewom bi edu say ne gums no shrinke sa no with time affect shape and size no obu say okasa na esino pese etu ana e wo say o make sure say o be clean ho every time bia because ye sha anajo obetumi ayi ekina ade achi okọ adwuma okọ ayie okọ asori na wa hye ne kama said ye be ya enkofa how bia sorry so a wa clean ne kama ye woni proto box a obetumi dia tum serve as microwave na eno edemu a one e prevent ma bacteria enkomu na obi so betumi akwakotia so because e fragile nti obi betumi kra kotia so obi okra okọ emergency meeting bi no afi na ohwehwe ne dencha no ohwehwe a ohu it is a wunya ne proto box no eka ho a oba yen oral shop ayo those things ni nyina e wo ho odi atum kama osori anopa wa clean ni kama na odi ahye you see because yen see you Mr. Frimpong am my opportunity say obi bana e sikasema akonya ho say obetuma payment plan ye de obeto so e watua ne kakra nti say o hwe me na say o tie me na say wo ese problem ese natua bra judgment dental clinic ye be hye dencha no e de amount ye mpese wo be boka obi ho no ma meka say sikasem nti na oda so ete ho dentures no ne bo enye den nti ye betumi aye ne kama e de amount ye wo ne partial one ye wo full denture obi okra na ye 1 unit bi e na etu ana 2 units bi e na etu obi oso a ye full denture ni nyina semfa ese no apa ni lower no obi okra apa ni nyina ni ho se apa ni nyina kra ni ho a ye betumi ahye full denture ni nyina e de amount said ye be ya obetumi e de awesa because obi a ne se atu no aya na e affect no kwan bebre so wo obi okra or certain words be and the consonant no it's because it will be or can word that f a womb where be a word be a letter b s boom on say word be say Gucci a Italian word because Italy for more alphabet no instead of c no mo kan chi obi o honoma or what sa problem into no o kada enenam na say o tem from bi enenam ne kasa ni exactly eya na in fact eya na enye ahomeka and a very embarrassing. Se o se tua bomodian ne bra because obu okro nya aduane na odia just say affect no because e sene e for biting chewing said ye be ya e betumi break it down aduane a wudi no that digestion so ateki effect kama and because of say e sene tu ninti no enam sa no na edidie ne say all bite no na aye problem e di amano because when your sausage when your chocolate e was say to me make sure say with the incisors and the front teeth no and at the back because they are soft but the air then you the call molars exactly but essence so etu because say and also a basa kra na ten bia no na ma scent eba wonum obi okra especially a MON-FRI no otumi nya xerostomia ye ka xerostomia e che say obi a or dry mouth because saliva intestinal play a key role in our oral health intestinal over so pa because one a flashy bacteria e wo wonum no ena udi aduane a debris no ti se obi akodi go babisa no won se bo se enwu bi wonenum but with time bo se ni nyina eko saliva no na e flash those things no eko yen system no mu enti se bacteria no wo ma e flash bacteria no so ye de core system no enti the more na wanum no ye dry no na bacteria no etna ho na omo cause more harm no mu bidi more na ma tembia no oseno na e cause problem
your phone numbers na no cry.
All right. Inti your number is 055 913 9582 055 913 9582 and 0549 906 588 0549 906 588 from Mississippi na yentwetwe nkomo say eseno etua bra judgment dental clinic
Sports. This is sports. This is sports.
Mama Quabe the Bajma Kesian of Margin Chenemra Marcha a course on Sena Huno Crobia Comasia Santi Croco Girls Akata Folk on Facebook Banama Babe King Connie WhatsApp line is 0207543637. More model messages for Monfan Cheme by Mama making kind kakra and for Mama good afternoon Abu. This main girl, frankly speaking, yesterday Man United players didn't try at all. We should have recorded our first win of the season. Happy birthday to my lovely friend Fakye. May the Almighty Allah bless her new age. Or they give her more life. And all the aka. So good afternoon, Abu. Keep the fire burning. My regards. My greetings to Ira Joa, Bellingham, Figo, Ishmael, inside Sekwa, Kano Chrome, and also Edebai. Abu, good afternoon. Fakye Sport, you are the best ever. You guys are doing a great job. The best tonight, Liverpool. Biaga Enso Erifia Kima Safo and a day Baby Ramu Ewaramebwa Manemakuya. Good afternoon, Abu. I always enjoy watching you. My name is Lexi One and I'm watching live inside Sogakope at our Waterfront Beach Resort. Please, I want you and your panelists to show the idea on this. The same referee but different decisions. And all the picture be Baby Ramu Wayati. I'm Thompson, working at Dawood Hospital. Love you guys. Fakye Sports, best forever. Like Madrid. Need the other on a dock. Ne Shadrach Mo. Papa. Good afternoon, boss. I'm Shadrach inside Kumasi Atonsu. Please update me on Real Madrid. Keep it up, Abu. I'm Toku Emmanuel. I'm watching live from Asin Fosu Central Region. We need reinforcement. Femi Lopez has gone to play in a championship with Hull City. How are we going to survive now that Omo has left? I don't know. Femi Lopez still is with Barcelona. And I'll be official with Biabaza. Still Barcelona who be Biasa. Good afternoon. Keep on feeding us with a better sport and more. I'm Ratty Rain. And I say Liverpool is training against Newcastle United today. We do go for each sack in addition. Fakye Sport, in fact, you guys are the best. Keep it up. I really admire and love your pundit, especially Habib. I'm Joseph Alove, inside Takwa Dompe. Not about Ababirabu. My name is Sataya, inside Wenchi. I say congratulations to my darling club. To win by 5-1. Chelsea, the Blues. The other was it though. Gaka made the rules known to all participants before the competition. Does it necessarily justify the rules' fairness or effectiveness? It is possible that Gaka could have revisited and revised the rules to better reflect the spirit of the competition. Additionally, the lack of transparency in publishing the rules for public consumption has certainly contributed to the heckling and criticism. Or the greater transparency would help build trust and understanding among fans. Fadiga Maisho, Aboma Nodeba, Ebabi Ramu. Thank you, Fakye Sport MON-FRI. This is your boy, Nelson from Ejoso and Abu. Good afternoon. How is your crew? In fact, Alonso is doing a great job. Hala Madrid forever. I'm Kessie. Inside safe, you know, this the day the Lord has made. Let us all rejoice and be glad in it. Good day, International Papa DIABY. Ask the mind show for me, who are in charge of Asante Koroko scouting team. How does the scouting team scout players locally for the club? Or what criteria do they base on scouting local player? How can you terminate Justice Blade contract and go in for MZ players? Good afternoon, sir. I'm watching live from Koforidua. If you guys please give me an update on the best club in Europe this season. Arsenal fans are waiting for you. The other day, Visca Barca is your boy Lucky Stone inside Tepa. Barca is winning treble this season. The other day, I'm Gerard watching live from Bibiani, the Western North. And with Abu is your boy Oscar from B Town, Babato. More update on Chelsea, the Ramu. Good afternoon, Abu. Barcelona is going to win the Champions League. And good afternoon. My name is Kudus from Tichiman. Barcelona all the way in order to us. So my name is Marfo George. I'm watching live from Akim in Zoom and on the hello, good evening. This is Bright Bentum and I'm watching live from Mumford on the Abu. Tell Karim Zito to learn something from this top four. I was he can't disgrace Kotoko like that. Nana Tupac for Wamahini so and on the bed. Do not the Omodianaba. The game not the all cano. What about Manama Kinkai? Etimi Edia. My name is Neno. You all work at Kratimichi, Coach Awaha. Many be din common here, Romo Kotokonia, the auntie, and then my guys, no, I will Ramunia, the intimate shed a cranche. I was stories no one here, Yana. I win, the adi. The name is a nice more the betche many a day, but the deals on Zubiaye official necessary name is Sikon, Walid name a inche, Kotoko be confirm say 3 years contract wa join omo oba ne omo ababa be yejuma na Solomon Agbesi enso adjoin Heart to Folk enche no so be confirm deal no na Evans Oseu so enso adjoin Karela enche sa deal no so no ye reso omo so no be confirm na aboa man ne makoye pere amona big game na nra etimi ru ma kofa nsem bebre di aba crew de ma no na yawa mankwa mreku a legend after the game no okasa kakra na nsem no say na obomode erituja.
So for me, when it comes to Osesbi, I was telling you, if Sibit was to have his day, and then we should handle these two guys, then we are definitely going to win. And so for me, I'm not surprised when it comes to how we managed to win this game. That's what I'm saying, because our players were on top. Yeah. Fantastic. Their performance is extraordinary. That's what I'm saying. And so for me, if they're able to, but you see, one thing I've observed something about Koji Dramani. Always when he's been interviewed and kind of even giving praise, he still say we are on course. Yeah. Anytime we are on course, and I think that is very good sign when it comes to a good coach who is trying to build up a formidable side. You know what I'm saying? For me, I think if these guys should have this kind of compact game, this kind of performance that they have exhibited today, I think the league it's in the greater part. It's very obvious that
Atiano ya command ya man kwameko bomb de de tu gabo man ya makoye pe timiere mai but we no minim enyo official de ma mi ense nyina we enyo official ba metete ze ko consider ze Johnson upon or more be terminating the contract per report about but as a man command me di nature ze team eba be do kroma around 2 o'clock. And on be do at 2 o'clock p.m. We are mobile, or aqua club also. Omo Joma, when she champion for a native neck, Omo Joma home, Ochina, Omo Joma home. Now Kuda, Ombe called Christian Village. Aqua Campio or Trino, as only Mahaya. Here, yet, Santaze. Yeah, now Omo a Trino or prepare, hold on, beefy aqua ball, champions of champions. But on the report about this meeting, Chichi because. And only after Lions game, no, I say, I'm afraid TV, you know, what will be done, Obia Mechanas and no more near my year. And there's a common, I'm on a technical team. Common them is almost DB pa, Mobia bats, say concern, or Muriz, the Wokomia no Masama. Omokomia is a one concern on Murizi, but say common DB or pa, and I might say Johnson, why is there other players or more consider? So almost no more, I could have a car best race at here. Maybe they are safe. No, here, no, I'm a delineate me official. I think that we the American according to media reports.
Now, Bakuna better now, so kind of best, and then there, and yeah, according to media reports.
And only according to me reports. Now, coach, I will share anyone I mean.
My dream, the woman, Flunan, and our person will some of us will hear from us. If I didn't see her. Yes.
Kwagu, when I'm a farmer, until my chassis also. Or 2 years, I can coach.
Mr. Ferdinand.
Kwagu, young child for.
And now, Fendi out the banner. Oh, dear, now, because the nose all black. Yeah, and blue. Yeah, Nina, why you buy $1,000?
$1,000.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, you know, who dear boy you.
So, we did. Baby, you do it too.
Special people in my life.
And at the bro. And where?
We. My diner.
My diner.
So, besides, somewhere.
And my woody. My diner. Cookie mammy.
My diner.
Cookie mammy. Yeah. And at the bro.
Yeah. And you dear bombings and me.
What's it at the bro? Yeah. I'm a showers. I'm a shower. Or a big showers. Now I have bomb one chair. Mary. Bomb one chair. Me van here. So, Barnard actually. You be a man. Ah, now they actually have been going to Ovia.
Mediterranean, and I
want to be actual. Also, or any penny move.
Crack and
obey what can be about it. Now I should be loud drone and now.
Okay, any.
You are do I encounter.
You will be here. No, will be here. But Yamina and be very fine.
For Ghana, dear one team, you only about rather on one and only about an aqua. Now, quite share on the den of Qualquay. Obey one. Young kid. But I know more kind who say. Oh, and dear. So, because me and Cass will be personally with them say,
e unu ande onye kura una
why me ana o me dem nye
nya me nsem na luta kafa no nya sa no tie o
me dem nye
ndino sa na tie
me dem nye mpezo bia be ka se me nye
it is happy pepe
me subanti me yere jabe ti me nye
una o ja no ano kra mu ye masaje agina ho masom ena ma de ne pampe na me yesiwo se bia be ti mai kwaku ye mo ga ka ba so for a successful tournament or my tournament na man ayefe tournament no ene said esi call no me disappointed kakra in no mo katre say na social media of the various clubs no be publish say no man no ene ade e ho na me disappointed emrana no mo dey bo tournament ni so na me expect say on be trumpet amna ye more na manfo ate because I know after the game utie comment to say buy any interview mo ye ya Vincent Atenga Kasa no was say they were waiting to be confirmed the champions. Into a more crown on tournament, no money.
No, well, no crowd tea could stay from Palma, so they also can't see.
Because if that is the case, they are just not being fair. You have more mabaso for the tournament, no year because tournament, you know, I'm a team in the brave. I will know me one team where so way. Tournament we are saying no, go stars na the trophy no go fi on. But me has to book na trophy no. Yes. Has to book na trophy. Has to book na trophy in the sense that they won 2 games and drew 1. They had 7 points. They conceded 2 goals. Go stars, we need 1. They draw 2. They conceded 5 goals as a 4 goals. So based on me your man who say will be tournament or yard, you know. A football man, we ye ga camera on the air. Ga camera ne die, a go start na J trophy no. But football man, a has a
football man no business.
Was it?
A crew mamo, BBB will be a head to head. Abiba na football for yes and
a head to head, but a daddy prefer before she ever start the game no. And ya bra ye bo game no more ye take part in the game crani.
And I view football man head to head ends 90 minutes and for penalty decided head to head.
No, we don't dare so musi.
No snap say ga camera. Ga camera no. Go stars and aji.
Obia ball tournament a shele bra go stars. O ti ase football na.
Yes, no me can into ga camera.
Say on fair grounds.
On fair grounds.
Yeah.
Obi ko tournament ase. Obi ko tournament ase.
Tournament na mo bi ru na mo ye.
And no me ka say ga camera.
What about go stars abasu? They are the winners.
Etiema na me ka say has to football.
Tina me say ga kai. Oh, ntoma ya.
So bia go stars ni bia asnya bi.
Koku, ode wa kan wo de no, say dey sitie. Ba yan kan je go stars o na age tournament ne pega camera no mo de ko. But team ni a solid team for the competition they are going. More team they have a lot of job to do. In all of the game they played, they considered JS Kabil no mo kwa akobo. Into won to send no ye. Ye bebo wan so for winning the trophy. Now 2 out of 2. But they should work on their team defense and how they organize themselves. They should deal with it. And if they are able to deal with it, then some go have Champions League no. But they won't give us symbolic results. And no Congo see. Kojidi the money access what the Bibiaba has a full team nim. Adiaba ko pair a bro team na so in terms of onikotokwadiano. Creating free and fair competition in the team.
Yeah.
Obia GDA says we be betimi give you position. Not kotokoya team A near team B near. Immediately that happens, say some people need to relax. Immediately you do that, some people need to relax. But so Ubo team no now me pass people will give their ultimate best. So yem more how to focus on so. Kotoko team ne bad teams ha. Yen kasa level was ya ha. Kotoko one of the best teams in the league. Obian kotoko team in recruitment no a solid recruitment no my. Mayam for bibia mfiri kotoko ho say bibia sinti kotoko team ne nye ne sa no mano. Omukura best team in terms of recruitment of my players available. All of a sudden, Samba will not mean a bad player. Or no so assembly or ho or no monka. All of a sudden, Zakaria Hussein ain't mean a bad player. Lord Hilary Adabo to mean a bad player. Kwame Poku to mean a bad player overnight. The team they need 1 or 2 things to add to the team. The team is good to go. I'm preview to Nkomobi say player be Jina Park so be can not be the defenders no. Obe ka ma ni tell defenders ni wi na defenders check ntim fefe de kire no still ano nte ne ho ase enti bo obi baaye e no mo pass ma defend sa player na obedi nkomo no afi ono ya na hwe nko no o sa be catch defenders chale ye breu in the Kotoko team and come course wo park ne so no that will tell you Kotoko problem in the midfield obi a o be anim say Kotoko problem back no say the Kotoko midfielders are failing to take risk. And what is the risk? So you be able to say bobo ama defenders are. Defenders the first option are here for
midfield neko.
When they are not available,
crowd to mama na kwase.
They bring back to the pressure team. Pressure the back. A branch in a friend Abdul Karim Ojina has for good. If you do the team no. Stability, composure. The defenders need jebo now or no bother jebo or jebo na ni na hwe ni pomu a but the first start at the better na opponent pomu. That is what Kotoko is missing in their midfield. A player who will come and receive the ball, Sergio Busquets, Fabo and Mame, when I'm here first to the ball, with the pressure be a bomb to be give me the ball, I will calm down the pressure. Kotoko needs some midfielders maybe. And it's the more reason why they are suffering in their team. They are not a bad team. Obaka,
fantastic player.
Or more hair this and say ye they behind the clips more. But one more hair in ye pan. I say a reincarnation.
One who has this and says,
me say,
and I quausa.
As a man make can wound. So what you say? Me say, or more shame ye. Yes, Oboko how many times?
Now you are the sources over here.
Yes, Oboko how many times? Oboko 3 or so. But the first and the second one make Manana when ye to make us match natural. 31 years, me just small boy. Yes, obi di 2 years, say be wo. Inti me 31 me fa ni agro. So what you say? To omo mo hwani yen so we ni reincarnation. No mo bo abanche na ba so. One fine footballer. A oni bo ne bo. A wo ye adwuma no Kotoko team ni. Inti bibia efefefe, bibia hye kama. Enra what na code kan to yare ana.
Oh David.
Ebia pomuden mu na ne ho mfa no. Ana bibi say no. Bibia be okay. Kwaku the whole game one sorry. The Basama.
As it would any trademark or no, you know, or baby or more, we age man more. An assistant coaches. Who's a coach be a tactical image you may be or no more Casa dressing we are, or handle be the man assistant coach. And if Pep got a tactical oh, so you'll be honest with you. No, you said a good coach. Coach or ye, na maybe the Kainzito. Debut. Now is a Kainzito, ye cannot crowd. Ghana can't top coaches are. Or checking near more magic. It is a say you. Your coach will be in. Ah, more dear, what combo preseason. I'm far more than motate mine or Munja.
What's now can to do?
My so and fine yesterday. No crap, Kainzito. He's a coach, solid coach. Near my bad coach. Near my do assassin. Apart solid coach. Apart from that, you are. Boys in the car was every other. Kaibzito. Nema waje was as we so. Or a more channel head.
No, ya doing.
But what's some now kind and then say rephrase no my.
I know make sure say tactically a good coach there. My show. Only players Kasawo dress room. And I only the MON no adwuma na nyeden. Oh, 2 assistant coaches are. Almost your top coaches. Share coach Prince. Share coach Hamza. Almost ready games, you know. Until on hand no man me break you with. I don't think I initially, you know. Na I think here the technical director na mukroya and central for mukroya o kan ubi. Maestro kan ubi. O kan me man kan bi mo. And I'm mo se omonya na head coach.
Oh yes, okay, Mati o de kan Matias. O se na ho ade a o ye no. Nti na wan sorry o ye normal Matias ye. Ye no ya age. Kwaku the first interview when Kotoko did man as interim manager was one or ball possessive football or added beauty to goal scoring. So some nan or kaye and or the koye ebia one fast sa tactics no one fan koye no sa tournament we say. But the koye admo sa tournament we say near senke pamono. Beautiful football, possessive football, adding beauty to goal scoring and Sana now or the end system of the Yajuma in Casa after so say pamono because one for a single of Sadna Yajuma.
Ah, meba. Na you no so an after no mo kobo game bi o win am ka say sa ball fe ni adamo hu ka che mo say 3 points no. And I do so can
because I say players na available no na do am buy.
Oh okay. Okay.
And now so they are fighting to get the 18 points. But now he's relaxed. He's implementing a system. He's brought in players. He needs to be playing that beautiful football for Kumasi and Kotoko. And I make us be a no fan for tournament you say because a shameful performance regardless of say a preseason. What's the first go how many touches?
15.
I won't go no park benzo.
There be our
into why I say park in a preseason here in China because more passes together.
No.
So what you here? And yet preseason, a preseason that Kotoko can't be scoring goals, be doing elementary errors. And now Kotoko goes from consider 5 goals from consider no. 3 errors from Omuakasa players. Kotoko is able to solve that issue. Kotoko you good to go into team then you bad sir. So what you say? Young Kenyan fans do you say? Kotoko team no any bad team. They need 1 or 2 additions per.
Only shows a combination of old and new players and also.
Old players, new players no more.
Oh, say you say Kotoko check here, baby. I say position your more new players. And now I'm line up. We say Kamara, old player. Zakaria, new player. Shaibu, new player. So said, check it. I agree on that. But check it, Shaibu no. Onokra Nebia is a good player though. But that crowd not checking this baby Fiba. I had to say, baby, need a swing no. And all this the same player. I'm not sure was a Carella or saying season you know about 1 game pay. My job be justify. And obey justify Kotoko no fan. Only player of Koto no. Okay. As a FCU treat for player. But on a day or no best player or who is there the baby need a swing. And then that's why they. But he's a new player. Say Lodamo or Caribbean Congo. My what I so o center a year can and o defense for who 2 new players or mobile. Zakaria first time maybe this is the second time and I be third time on it somebody. Pe on any mobile biada Kotoko no on any bebo. Same thing Shaibu. And to hear their own communication. And feel what they crowd the etia. Or more body in I am. Me pa cho what I say. Sa okwa ni mo na na be ka say bia kwa mpoku ho. Saka Dauda ho. Ene bia beta mo ayede. E wo ko gwa na yem mo mo sa we ni say oh Kozito ne boys na ko preseason do. But or the job. How many players do you do the team name? How many new players? I don't say did your chef first go no an old player or a new player. George Paukna no na mbo ni no a old player no a new player. Or a new player. Ali Mohammed on or say about 10 years ago man. What's now can memfa. Kwaku. Ko Karim Dito say our radio station. Our radio station TV stations are tie. The first day no waka. Dey obe no so TV station radio stations are tie. Me mo bi adi. It's not because we are more Fakye. That time not by now we are in existence, not even up to no money or most we don't more bra. One cheap players need nantan on one tenas no TV. No one tinasum their fans and because the more fans them 20 DIABY anyasem. Say you need nyansan to the more for yasem bi anyasem. Ontie supporters no. Omo mo tue kama asane Kotoko no. Omo mo support Kotoko no because no ye adwuma. Na adwuma na wo ye. Kotoko fan obeso wodi be na adwuma na wo ye ode na koma ene be di team nachi. Me fa abu sense was so me sika na ye team no. Me supporter. Ayo menas.
Me iska bia free Kotoko. Nti wo ajika free Kotoko ho no. Enu nti na say kwahye apa bia timeti baabi no aka na da kire president. Because odin say ne task aka na otua ne ti me nka say ade papa wo. Be enu nti otimi kana na kire president because or serve yen. Nti when you are serving fans, you listen to the fans. Unti. So what's my time now so? I'll continue on GH. To that to us. Aye.
Ah, there you must say, wait my kind of gear. I remember Papa, me ha
This is a man that I called him a father. Was so when Tiache said the man you call the father. No one may come press conference. I say. I've even been magnanimous. My young magnanimous father, what can do to? He fought with me because Messi will be.
And only a coach.
And I make out he fought with me. Against Bruce FC. They say the person you called your father was one tells Macas. He fought with me.
Well, my mention says, I think that Galka did a good job, or say, but from organization of the tournament, the latest announcement, H is now above prior to the commencement of the point in time was a bit low, but competition they called it became okay, and then it wasn't up to the but I think that it was cool. Now, Kweku, the purpose of tournament, we purposely to prepare 4 teams, no more Africa. You know, we call it top 4 basically because those days near were 4 slots. Champions League 2, Confederation 2. In the year, GACA organized this to prepare our 4 teams for Africa. Unfortunately, now a slot near 2. The 2 teams and air continue. Kania. 2 teams are tournament to a here more Mopaya Santiago be any good stars because they have the right and then the flag of Ghana. So I'm very representing our continental football. Kwaku, I am fortunate. Maybe I keep saying this because at least men the crown, I'm almost into my 9th to 10th years when it comes to football administration. There are so many things, phases of preseason and NNM, I do understand so well. Let nobody deceive you. Say Kotoko preseason, top 4 win, preseason to Kotoko, I'm finding serious. Now I'll take you back to last year. August by this time, near Obuasi, the club that I work for, near Obuasi, doing our preseason for Division 1. You are holding all of us, they plan everything, and what we're working towards, say, you perceive a qualified by Premier League. The very day, the club president, the owner of the team, Efrin Krain, Ebedru Obuasi, he watched the training section for 2 times. I was there, no friend, Mr. Membra. I went, we sat in his car. The first question Obusa, he said, you've been here for 1 week to 2 weeks. What's your impression, your general impression of the preseason? Then I gave everything that made my straight to him. He said, okay, that is a very good account. Do you think that the washer or high season, because you have a preseason, and start season, do you think that the washer or high, one says you work as say, we have a team who stand a chance of qualifying to the Premier League? And I said, I will give the team. He told me, he said, with 70%, maybe you want to give me a report, I will be satisfied as the financier. But I will look into your eyes and tell you what I've watched. Team win qualified. He is the financier, the president of the team. Or say what I've watched. 2 training sessions now, I am telling you confidently, team win qualified. I look into his eyes and I'm like, Chama, Ade. Then he started giving me a Niamabia, Nami Mahu. And then conform on come where you want any coaches nibia come cast on by you. We spent additional 2 weeks. And he flew. Day now he flew Obuasi. He had an issue with the head coach. And the assistant coach said, Mabo make 1 month to Obuasi. There is nothing good. Preseason I'm abaying. Dear me who ya me can't some be a one we will not qualify with this team. Lo and behold, we couldn't. What started preseason? Kotoko preseason, baby. I know Madru. How many goals starts preseason, baby? Or Madru. The entire do free Genesis say, but I want you to understand something. Koku baby, Kotoko for the medium profile, and then you want the high profile. Before the commencement of the league, Kotoko are done with low profile matches. Koku the low profile matches. That is where you exhibit team. Say, Abia, we move free in China. We move a new place. You integrate two and can. New player and also old players now new in the Yen try tactics and in the medium profile games no. The way low profile now you try to add up the you correct them. So we do the high profile games now. That is what we call finishing touches. You are ending up who we are. The I can say the other for the high profile and not now the league Kotoko's case they are done with the low profile. Kotoko are done with the medium profile. They are in the high profile because Kotoko are just 1 game away from playing the Premier League. And correct, maybe I am low profile match viewers. You fan try. And to let nobody deceive you, say Kotoko match is not common to do things normally in low any medium. They say let's do the finished touches here. And what we've watched, unless a be a own person kind of crash over. So we are Kotokuni now so be henya mi anima kanokra. O coach anet. So the top 4 3 games now Kotoko abon na eka. This team does not compete in Africa.
A team in Africa no.
Team we team in Ghana league no. Say the share top 4 no. Say they are not the agent so the akas ni free any I realistic I cannot correct. Say wait unless you don't play 3 games. Kweku Kotoko say just 1 goal. 1. Wakobo tournament of 9 points. Kotoko are FA Cup champions and then the 3rd place team in the league. And Wakobo tournament 4 teams and the Umuka home. Ye Kotoko recorded 0 points. 0. At least they could have come out with 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. Binianka say, oh, and they just face them and tell them that account now omodiameno. So we are Kotoko supporter. Things that not look bright. And from tactically. And yet, I did not see gameplay. I did not see specific partner. Obeka say, wait, you are proud of. I watched Kotoko against Heart of Lions. I'm sure Kotoko ne bibi any goals and I'm sure Kotoko ne Heart to folk. Kweku. Among these 3 teams, none. And I make say Kotoko ebo opponents no and boy so. And now Kotoko matching opponent with same energy. None. Last match no boy and some has the Heart of Lions. Yeah. They played 30% of first half abysmal woeful. And you know here 2 substitutions in first half. About second half and obey Pejam and Andra in the first 45 minutes had to got total control. Yeah, baby, you know. And I Kotoko ba then in the second half, the first 15 minutes I saw Kotoko trying to improve. Has a year 1 or 2 substitution. Almost time by G game in the boy. So tactically, I wasn't satisfied with the total output. Zito NNM Rant and Eddie Mami. In terms of say, young new players, the Omade Ever on board Nianka say, at least if the old boys are not there, the new boys are giving us hope. There is only 1 player. And I may hope, new players, no. That is the right back. Shaibu. Omo Makano. I did not see Zakaria Fuseni that well. Our games now, I am not much convinced. Hilary Adabo played so well our Kaiser Chiefs game. I was expecting him to build upon. Said or say, what's the name? Said Kweju. The other players, no Macau and Finfin, none. Kotoko need to start getting things right. Also, I must say fatigue. Yeah. Fatigue no way. I'm also movie and Omokono Maba, Omokono Maba. Season almost shared any. Omin said any Chelsea for no rest how many days? Only the other bar. Kotoko a professional club. Only the air on the Baha, Modi Aquachi Kakra. O coach and the television and said the team, Obaka was only elite team. Nara, be holiday or the Koha, the Akos. Timmy Fine, Family Africa, yeah. Sabia Unim, you are runner. Timmy Fine, come and melody sound. No, your name will be obey your cry, and no player no create in Jano. What has a has had in Ibinia? Men Timber from Wahom, Abia, Omreno Crasso, okay, Yaha. Kwaku, some memory name Tsunami de Massa Musia. Baby, I want them level. But for 2nd division, level no. Some person men call I met Marco Wama. Hey, is that a baby? Baby, when I level na yamu quota. Oh, man, the more person mean descending to that level, I can address you with Biana level. Met my address with a Biana level. Why we a castle? Oh, Mac and I'm many 3 million. But now I can repeat it. A Nipana or Scouty at least stay focused. Remember the 3 million because Ghana players, you who born a basso 1, 2, 3. Then it's reminded. Did not say, remember the 3 million. So, oh, stay focused. He's a Black Stars material. Because center backs no more room, how you say Black Stars, and I say defenders no more Black Stars. Say, Nations, what's the name? Razak Simpson. Any Heart of Lions. Only did say, Ebenezer Aban. Ali, I didn't know what you're close to a Mogab. And club now obono. Club now obono. Hey, miles ahead of these 2 players, club now, but he just need to stay focused. Mate, no concentrate. Shakrama me na Okocha, me no Okocha we and I remember no Krana Buke.
Kotoko lose 3 games. A certain same be played there. But DIABY, young kind of crack. Kotoko Kobo top 4, right? Yeah. Top 4 yeah. And Heart of Lions D second. Almost how many points? 60. Yeah. And Kotokonia 58. Yeah. And Hasanya 58. Yenshe matches now Kotoko boy, you know. Any clubs now Kotoko lose the moment. Kotoko lose against Bibini Gold Stars. Yeah. Points now Bibini Gold Stars in your Ghana Premier League, you know. it tells you clearly in your Kotoko Afenino going into the top 4
this season.
Because we are talking about football club watching the Ghana Premier League. Me some na make what's it? Very good. Now you say in a class in your will be the first, will be the second, will be the third, will be the fourth. You exams. And I say you general exams, the ultimate winner. First to fourth, no. You exams, the ultimate winner. Ultimate winner, na you be, penultimately. So be a share and also be a imagine do bit me win. At least be imagine do the first no our class no.
Was that there?
Very good. Do the second because so do the first name to me in the first and do the second bit me di. So now they expect some commit me agianas the ones they expect some commit me home anymore. No. They did that. That was Baby Go Stars. The Nanko least expected. Ananka Yenkaso or your favorite within the top 4 no. What's House of Folk? Because at the end of the Ghana Premier League, they were 4th. But Okomo at your boy, 7 points equal to Baby Go Stars, and the House of Folk Cramp 8 claims so only winning the Ghana top 4. Of which the social moi, you can pay the start and pay everything behind the true. But Baby Akotokwa more than could deny within the Ghana top 4. No? Except Accra House of Folk on the boy, a House of Folk sharing 2-0. When we talk about Baby Go Stars, Osha Heart of Lions, and even Kotoko itself, so all compared together with these 2 football clubs are Kotoko, and your mafe, any Baby Go Stars, and Heart of Lions, so we'll check it with the season. I just that. Kotoko, and your mafe, no, it's Baby Kotoko, the end. Eze Kotoko about 3 matches at Waso.
When your point. But I disagree with Maestro. Kotoko ended the season with a trophy. Heart of Lions has in terms of success. Kotoko better than them. Kotoko is better than them.
He's talking about your analysis depending on the league.
Because
Kotoko FA Cup or more Lions.
One more Lions.
Kotoko FA Cup or more House.
One more House of Folk.
Or more teams be the year.
One more be the
Mama Shone Kasa about the league.
About the league.
Said to say why they are trades I'm so now we defense. Said the could show be have a big in FS or class out here so one a bit topic.
Yeah.
So the angle not here say kakra be he's talking about the league.
So I'm talking say but there are a lot of things that generating say last season. We better not cast up so what team is 20 billion the share Kotoko Football Club. Yeah. This season June 2025 14 June. And most of the tabloids they were Chroma I have reported say so is 1.5 million Ghana cedis. That is 15 billion as the Kotoko Football Club. So this season, with the number of players now Kotoko Airtono, is that kind of money now so we release the Kotoko Football Club. It will be expected say with that huge number of players now Kotoko after the Euro Football Club, at least on any level they should perform.
Yeah.
At any level they should perform, of course. FA Cup na Kotoko boy against Golden Kicks no. Omo yusu omo ankasa original first 11 ekosi akai. The Presidential Cup no boy, the new players omo boy no me saying.
No me 3. Yeah.
Meaning say first 11, 8 players originally from the FA Cup omo sanso ball into the first 11. Omo kobo Toyota Cup with Kaiser Chiefs no. The new players omo no me saying.
No me
2. Very good. It means new players now they were not given enough chance to exhibit what they have in them. It's what about Kaiser Chiefs. Toyota. It will be you already made players now understanding the tactical identity of Karim Zito. Not about that particular games. But new players were not given enough chance. Chance near the moment was the Gaga top 4. Some were exhibiting what is in them. And this no exhibiting, and clearly it tells you say they need time to adapt to the football club.
I do not be more Karim Zito. Because my first game, there's a video was to be in Timiana. Second game was the same. Not third game was the the same.
But okay, first game, second game, third game, clearly most of the new players, no, any boy.
To whom be more Karim Zito.
Fatigue setting. Kochake Sports Science no one choices say players go season. How many days no more here for rest?
30 days.
30 days. Check a House of Folk. How many more than 30 days they arrested? Check a Baby Go Stars over more than 30 days. check wine beam. I can't out of line.
Have you asked someone rest this out?
House and rest.
Season any one break your players. Season any one break your players.
Competitive matches better, but apart from presidential cup,
competitive matches better. That gonna be all time a season and then I have to prepare them come back Nigeria after President Cup. The episode or more rest take a cream.
There's a consume more competitive match after President Cup.
Oh, there. No, but do that Kotoko season and day. Send a FA Cup no be crazy. I don't be prepared for.
I'm breaking 1 week no start from more
buy for the President
Cup. Some against the President Cup. And some of us prepare as Kaizer Chiefs. 80 players the fatigue that set in.
Eh Kotoko no pre-season plan or no ade kobo in 20 minutes no me believe we be as or anya rest.
E kan
on one decided so how to focus had the opportunity to go to Nigeria. Kotoko I'm not saying the plan anyway now. Sa match na nye den M1 oh, the neighbor, you accepted it. You cannot use that one to blame anybody. Say because of Kaizer Chief match, players aren't arrested. It wasn't a mandatory tournament.
Yeah, we agree on that. But
you're friendly.
Preparation.
Exactly. The fact that you accepted, say, oh, they could prepare with you
for Africa.
For African exposure, you cannot use that one to blame anybody. Say you are in arrest.
Fatigue.
Your more decision.
Fatigue. Asset in.
To the one is a fatigue. But man, so many you.
That is why we never chance. Interamerica's a Kotoko team, no. The only mistake the IMC and even the coach now say Omala or myself, I taught more than 10 players within a season.
And on a hard.
And a hard dream.
My Jomatimo Kumra, why chairman of Asia, but my main chair, me mammy. I be there and I know me can no qua, prepare for green light. No wife, no. Mama. Madam Ajiwa Akusia. And all Kusunya, Makaze de Via Transi Ayana. I mean, for a Jumadini.
Sunya green light.
The whole was
green light.
Madam Ajiwa Akusia, Ma, ye chiapa. Send them a mere film, this is the last time I you shouldn't saw her. Shedding, yeah, that was a sonny support. I out.
But the name Omega wants to say, oh, much and watch it. So much and watch also he house. I want to be farmer. Also, no one finish business, baby. I never said they need to know quiet now. They're normal, but I know the nine. That's not
Oko
Abu,
why we are track?
Abu design.
Go be you last way.
Who
are you?
Papa, so why you mean?
Oh, that mean to me, yes. Now they me you are man.
Now that dying some about could say a cobber in some man and then freeze them about.
My idea, castle.
Oh, yeah, Casa, my idea. I have a my idea. Mutum say solid.
Yeah, that's it.
But Muamu have browing one minimum.
My shoe.
When they minimum, the first year machine.
Your boss
over to me for that day.
Sir, when the man shall sir.
Your boss no.
Sir, and the wish I say, Shano,
I shall
to send a wide patch.
Oh, you didn't come out, grab that the Albany.
Me 2 issues, and I'm how many minutes I'm in Chichim, I mean, back for election, back for. And
then, my men fat 10 and my men fat colors. My men farm.
Okay, very good. And the men of 5. And we drew 5 and I can switch up on the other side. And someone, Minuanim penny for in Akai. Many be no yabi, many be no yabi.
Oh, okay.
Munibu with the aminium yabi. You can't sorry, and then your team is left to me. Minium yabi.
Oh, okay.
Someone mechanic in a graduate 100%.
You were at it.
Abu. And yet, players grow we are now within 2 weeks. Yes, we are champions. Yadi FA Cup. Meboa. Yeah. Question Kaizer Chiefs. Abagana, as Nashe has a folk for President Cup. Yes, our players we are. Now, if you have top 4 years, that's a 7 near man, we are a dear Nancy. Abu. Share, say, I say, Minia pennies and Minia Katua, Abib, why football for 8 to 10 years. Nah, say, why the football here? And I say, Coach Kakram Mayan, a year coach, Professor Minta. Obeka say wuti bench who coach you team na se hu say players no do na ball no ko tru a na mo je impediment na I say wa bunu ni mu ase wo twini host na abasro suspect be say bre e na aba.
Oh, okay.
No one time but if formally the ase wo fa de mu say wo twini host no e fatigue na asset.
Oh, okay.
Sa de obi amfa ntunu ntime de amam free
yemfa 1 year ska
manyi musika
I fatigue na set in. Hwe sane wo kan be e anya rest o. Ye go ball top 4. Ye go FA Cup, President Cup, ye sanko South Africa. Ye buy na sanko share Cape Coast. Cape Coast ye 2 days. E 1 day to me bought 2 matches. Ye go beach. E kokọ ye esase ma with ties no mo se ko beach a. Na wo ye esase so with ties no mu bie. O Moses mu bie ma se be se munya pains bi wo mu. Nti e be take some weeks bi anse mu hide e mu asena close.
Mo sport science for na feel mu.
Ya anya saade no ene de be share top 4 we.
Sport science for na feel mu big time. Mo pam mo nyina no business to be there.
Ya anya saade wo nyina na de be ball top 4 we.
Agocha budim ze mo ya.
Mo sport science aso mo pam mo nyina.
Pa jo se
se budim ze mo na na bibu kan. O bi so ko South Africa e bo wa. Ja ko na
tra South de ba tie. Ye ntimi nya mali ye. Ntimi ya nya se wonim ni kwa kra obroka deal na South Africa.
No, Ogocha
me ntimi ba o hwe o players ne health ni mo.
Me crowd for South Africa na to nchen. Said the mo kasa fatigue ni win. If that is the case and the mobile now mo start pre-season ni win. So how much is 2 days bia na mo match bia na hu nya. Did I say mon pam mo sport science no and what they fail you.
Ye mpam bia.
E ko na mo call club world cup ne buy. Unzo mo start pre-season mo match.
Ye mpam bia. Omo na e wo ho. Ene ya de ahye has 4 5 6 7.
Mo match has 4.
Abu ede na asi. Ya ahye has 1 2 3 4 5 at once consecutive 5 times. Na sabi mpre asa omo se okwasea e na wo tra ni du asa won ka se wi because wanka wi amone so na next aba bes na atena so enti sabi has for no sabi omo ye agimi for
ano ama mom
yensa mo omo yensa be show omo yensa ntamajo enti omo fa we se miss bi a perform miracles bi e di ate omo
ba mom pa ya
e na me bisa o se abu cup ya ye she has 5 year ya show omo nyina mekai ye de gi cup anase ye de gi points at the car league ayi points mu anya bia has dey o mo ahye ndrai o mo de je trophy ana
dabi
o mo de nya points bi ka o mo league ayi hu ana dabi esu ya musu e kwan
akovoze mo kobo
esu ya musu e kwan
ogoja nye has se na wase mo tin
ovoze kovoze mo kobo pen wa Accra Sports Stadium no we ya dere ba yi
oh na se was so wa hwa UG ho no kotoko ye mo match wo ho we ne da wo
ahono mo bre o
de would you check records
no has boy am bre
nya has nko a
ana yo na mo je FA Cup
that nya ho because obeka ya ayi share ho ya bi enso ko chi ye share wo so ahun nti me de kuoka ya ba nyina me de be say ye fa bibia nkoto nche sa play President Cup sa players kro wo ya o na fe ndede na aba nti nde mo pa je say ye nsa mpa mo munya mo nkwa na
Sunday mo meje ana
Sunday Sunday game ne de na kwa na ya na
o ja me serious o ka na bo meje ana 5 na so o
anje mintin si ba ku ni
da bo meje ana me so ye na ekwe
e be den per what I saw
oh
top for me na say ya nsesa na ma bi mu a e be den ama ye ba bia ni Sunday because ba bia ni ball na o mo bo no
ano e den
me to me no o mo bo good football o mo to me possess ball na che kotoko hu say ye fa ball na nche no mo Jeffrey nsam ntimi keep ball bi about 30 seconds crampo en na kese bre wo mu no en na so wa hwe a top 4 ye ball nyina akoye tinkontim konko a me bo a e tinkontim wo bra sa na wo ball no
yemra we no so time no crash
me dasi abu ne ye de me ba ha pa ende kese pa ye abato na ye ba beto ye Kumasi Asante Kosko National Circus Council elections ba beto nyame yadoma ya wada we ya na mikupie nkran kakra na menya kwan enye campaign ma me candidate no bibi bisa me say me candidate no hwan me candidate chairman solo me there from be 5 years ni oni dem nya time nyina na me on the side so mo be kaya na mata na chi ya na ya na ababeduru ndey nyame yadoma 28 of this month ya wada yi and abato ya me awutie me nde bia we de nsadanse yem chairman solo wa bre wo team ni mu last 4 years yene chama de menya na ekoye de menya buru ye from this year de menya ambabi nipa miensa na ekofa afom no nyame ncha de na ba ko atwe ni ho afrim na abake 2 chama solo da number 2 me de number 1 de minimi no 2 no na me de minimi na kwan a wo be fa so a wo be to abanini previous no nanka ye kotoko circles nko ana eto circles no ye wa ye mra ho a ye beto national ba nanka circle bi ayi nipa 22 na eto ba se no na penkra no ne opem so no nyansa mu no o ma bie mu akose obi a wo fa bu census number bie fa ba di so obi ana
oni
wo so obi ana uni be wangu okay
ayi na obi
why
virus ona ye koto
virus
se be uni se be do aso oni we yo koto ni bo
ni be wangu ene me sero fa phone sisi a wangu na dial star 920 star
920
wo wi a ni wa pia 30 cedis for card no na so pese wo to aba ni bia na wasua atua 30 cedis that means a month bia ya beto 5 cedis so mo atumu akọ first na lowest ye ayi your friend say 2 cedis but so mo apagya mu akọ 5 cedis into wo pese wo to bi se ya na se wonya register ya wo betua 60 Ghana cedis pe na wa qualify na wato aba na ma chairman solo aba no so ye start man ya wada na 6 am to 6 pm
there is a code na
there is a code na so wo bossa so wo beto aba na wo bossa code na star 920 star 99 hash na wo beto aba na ebebisa say enter your fabu census number ene na AK 000 na number na aba na wa bo ahye ho wo bo she ho ha bo say chairman solo picture na bie kwei number 2 eno kwa na beba o wo bo she ho eno kwa na beba 2 ni kwa
project o
aha eno kwa na beba ntu bo ya bo say solo picture na aba gwei number 2 wada ho kama na nanim tadwa na wa click yes na wa click so kre wonya click so ha bo say eko na nanka medie nanka pese nka ye no manual and electronic ban penifo na dia tumu say gimatic for na ebeye saade no enti wo ba bia obi anu an say wo phone na edru so a waye na mesre gimatic fo we die yenim Ghana fo say na network asem na fo we die chairman solo afi
okuwate yapon wa
yenya pon it doesn't okay that's 5 minutes na ma 5 minutes that's 5 minutes that's 5 minutes you say nya na kasa 1 minute
oba be campaign o dey fatigue
that's me cash you say man time o say for 10 minutes 5:45 say pon says
5:45
it means sorry
yeah me last one
it means am right na
me no dey time na da oba
okay and ye ma chairman solo chairman solo na e dey ni ko adwuma ba branch na aye no me nka kura ma ne nkoma jikura no na anu yo ko chana hwebuta okoto bae 50 pieces a big son technical team is one so e ma wo de be check club wo san high basis mai e ma ekosunwa tachiman ayi bogo so takwa nyina media ma nyina wo de yekoko kuma akra nyina wo de high basis nti yenye ne dem sana na de menye ye ya omo se ento aba ne ma de menya tisi aba no funu na nya bui this year de you so laugh
ochana wa ba
mi mo bia se chairman solo e na Ghana fo nyina so nim chairman solo na enfa time na enka kotokwa asem na enka chele solo ofri uni ma bia chairman solo ofri ofri uni na ba kwasem
o pese the time ni nyina
uni na ba nti o say profano aduma wa ba be ye kwa mo cycle chairman abrazia ko management
o jara ba be pon ana
akọ aba next
awuzafo ya ba pin amo che
chairman so na ya duma o
obi bi ase nyame hia mu nyina
yo o hia mo so
o pese ya the time ni mo o fia
Sports. This is sports.
Fakye TV.